to live where soul meets body and watch the sun wrap its arms around me and bathe my skin in water cool and cleansing and feel what it's like to be new. Good evening, friends. Welcome back to the start of another week of activity here at Role Playing Unlimited. It's Sunday night, but it is the start of something else going on here. That something else being the Coalescence Act 5. And Stu Crew is still assembling into our voice channel. Most of them are there by now. We've got our initiative ready. We've got some pretty chaotic action at hand. So let's jump back into that. Thank you for joining us this evening. I'm tragically HP. I'm just the guy that you guys are kind of trapped in my brain here for the next couple hours.
What's about to happen is going to be hard.
I will keep the streak going. I don't give a fuck about anything else. I will keep the streak going every day.
I see what's going on here.
Hi, Daniel.
Hey, good evening. Hello.
Oh, don't worry, Daniel. Nothing weird is going on. We're just conspiring for your demise. The bad guy's demise.
That's to be expected. Welcome back, everybody. I guess we're ready to kick some ass.
Scorched earth, you dick!
Yeah!
I believe we're missing a few people, but...
Hell yeah.
Daniel, before we start session, I want to claim the use of my Super Legend and Legend for the reroll nat ones and the roll an additional D12.
Fair.
I'm also going to kick off my extra D10 damage thing.
Since it is the last session of the month.
He's spending for it. Well. Okay, I see it. Beautiful. All right, yeah. Let's get rid of this silvery barbarism right here. Uh-oh. I got sneeze attack coming on. They come in 9s and 11s, so we're gonna be on hold here for a moment.
Silvery Barbie? What? Just think about pineapples. It gets rid of those sneezes.
Yeah, apparently calling my shot ahead of time was sufficient to get it to go away, but usually they're pretty intense. Alright, so yeah, let's get Baushi set here, Lovelar, Ithro, Nihilus. So yes. You see at the bottom of all your spells that little padlock on the bottom right?
Yes, I do.
If you click that, that will enable you to remove spells from the list.
Cool. Okay.
And then you could likewise hit the plus button to add new spells, but that's kind of the long manual way of doing it. I assume you know by now how to drag and drop spells onto your sheet?
No, but I copied and pasted another spell from 5e.tools.
Gotcha.
Take it from the man who had to manually edit every spell for the staff of Magi. Don't do it manually.
It can be a little tedious.
Drag and drop is definitely the way to go.
Very user-friendly, anyway. So,
it's a lot more user-friendly.
As we've gotten used to here on these battle maps, because we are divided amongst different levels, I have a 16 count turn order. The turn order that you have here on display for level 1 only includes 9 of you. That to mean that if you don't see yourself in here, you're probably in the initiative, just not currently on this level of play. And with that, I think we are ready to go. See what's going on with a fallen Jedi, the Nihilus Devout, and we. And as we discussed, Ballard is at the bottom of the initiative, so let's move on to the first NPC turn, because I want to go first.
You think you're funny.
I think I do.
Funny.
I think I do. Giant, terrifying, ferocious spider that just climbed into the porthole there next to you. It looks far more threatening than anything else in the room.
Totally looks more threatening the size of my boot. Okay.
Oh, and I think that's who we're missing currently is Tobashi.
That's our
there's
spider.
6 of us. There are 6 of us right now. Let's give Tobashi a tag.
Jax, make sure to switch to push to talk.
Yes, you are currently muted, Jax.
Okay. So yeah, hopefully she joins in, because this is I don't like naming names and blacklisting people from Hop Sings, but this is kind of what I was talking about in our chat the other day, as far as like the communication railroad that we're on here, and how things just all too easily fall through the cracks, despite my best organizational efforts. So Ballard, you've got our first spot here. I guess don't attack the spider until she shows up.
The attacking the spider was never in question.
Well, I know you're going to do it. I'm just saying don't do it yet.
No, I'm not. Shut up. I'm trying to remember. Does Rage drop concentration on a spell?
I believe it does. I believe once you're raging, you are no longer able to cast or concentrate.
Okay.
I find
hold on, let me check one last thing. If not, then I already know what I'm doing. But let me just check this real quick.
All right.
She is on her way.
For some reason, this does not require concentration, so that is fine with me. Okay, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is I have to make sure if this is an action or a bonus action real quick, but okay, so it is whatever the spell is, which is that. I'm going to go ahead and use my Skull Helm to cast Spirit of Death. The Skull Helm negates the material component, so I don't need to spend the material component to cast it.
I am not familiar with a Skull Helm.
Let me go ahead and copy and paste it. Yeah.
Or that.
I'll copy and paste it as well. Yeah.
And I think this is the lucky time to cast that, because I believe Jung also had thrown some beads out to cause counter spells to be used.
Where'd you get that from? Very rare item.
It was from one. Yeah, it was from one of the whatchamacallit, from one of the I have it written down.
Reveal or something?
From the Lost Dice Challenge.
That's what I was thinking. Okay, well that makes more sense right there.
Yeah, it was from my 6th completion.
What are the material components for that spell? Spirit of Death?
It is 400 GP of
interesting.
A gilded playing card.
Okay. Yeah, my main curiosity was this an item that allows the that removes the need for all components for all spells. I was like, wow, I've not heard of that one. I gotta see this.
Oh no! Just
that's
just does specific. This for the Spirit of Death. Yeah.
Okay. So casting, concentration.
For myself, let me pull up the Spirit of Death. Or the Spirit of Death block, stat block.
With it being cast from an item, does it still cast the concentration, or does that count from the item itself?
I believe we've been through this before. Yeah, it's if it's a spell from an item, it is still spellable.
No, I'm not talking about counterspell. I'm talking about you needing to concentrate. Is it something that you still need to concentrate on if it's cast by a magic item? I'm curious, Daniel. I'm not sure. I was just asking if you might know.
It lists this as concentration here. I didn't see concentration here. Oh, no, I just didn't read far enough. It does it concentration, yeah. Concentration up to an hour.
Okay.
In 5e, if a magic item allows you to cast a spell, and that spell normally requires concentration, then you must also concentrate to maintain it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Alright, cool. Yeah, we're just gonna stick with that. We're just gonna ditch the raise for right now, at least.
Alright.
And it can go up to pretty much anywhere I can see. I'm just gonna put it right here above this guy.
Do we? What it? Okay, 1 second. The Reaper Spirit. Okay.
Yeah, Reaper Spirit.
I was like, that's why I can't find it, because I keep typing in Spirit of Death, and it just keeps bringing up the spell.
Oh, yeah, no.
Okay, let me get the sheet for it.
I have the stat block pulled up for myself right now as well, yeah.
I got a sheet for you anyway that'll knock all that down.
Makes it much easier for myself instead of having to custom stat block everything.
Absolute. Okay, let's put that in your journal. Under your control, under my control. Oh dear.
That is the most awesome graphic I ever seen for a character.
It really is, yeah. Yeah, you can tell they went all out. They hired the best artist. I think they got Larry Elmore for that. All right, so your Reaper Spirit will be just below your character sheet in the journal.
I have it open right now, yeah.
Cool, cool.
Now that you have given me this Reaper Spirit, I can take over the world. Mwahaha!
Wait, hold on, let me check.
Oh dear. Getting a little lengthy on the turn here. We've got our declaration. We've got it on the board. What are we doing?
I will go ahead and speed up the process. I will use my second action to attack him. Minus that rage damage. So minus, I think it's 2 damage yet.
Okay. Oh, wow, you got max damage there. Well, it's a good thing you got all that extra damage with my 16 hit points.
And declaring my Reaper Spirit to attack him. I'll do that in a moment. And I'm going to go ahead and run up here. Looky who we have here. I am going to go ahead and bonus action grappling appendage attack him.
All right.
Welcome, Tobashi.
I'm here.
Let's see here. Try that.
Just loading up Firefox and hopping on to the thing.
Okay.
My Twitter is pretty blurry at the moment.
Your Twitter or your Twitch?
Twitch, sorry. Misuse of words.
I'm pretty sure that's always a a perspective-based issue. It tends to look pretty clear to me, but I know depending on what your connection is, where you're at, how our connection is linking up. Let's just see here.
Did that grappling appendage attack hit him?
It would, but I'm probably going to fling you across the room because I don't like your face.
Well, he don't like big bad barbarian.
I may use this as a reaction if I have it available, and I do. I've not yet debuted the power of move object.
I don't know if I'm qualified as an object.
Yeah.
Unless I'm a corpse.
The Force does not make such distinguishments.
Well, it says object.
Yeah, well, it mentions creatures inside of the description. Just give me a moment. I just want to make sure I've translated everything accordingly, because some of this verbiage is not 5e applicable. We kind of are using our own mechanics for these force powers.
And
but
just
that's
for a while,
how the force is different.
This just in, if you guys want to cancel Dan, he thinks women are objects.
Shut up.
Don't say that. Oh,
for
God.
while you're determining that where my Reaper Spirit is, he will attack the guy that's below him, and that's the attack.
Gotcha. You should be. Are you able to move that thing?
It's dedicated no action. I just have to tell him what to do, basically.
All right.
I can't see him from where I am. I don't have sight for him.
Okay. All right. Well, let's just click this, and we'll see if there's any confusion. I'm hopeful that I made all necessary translations. If the target is a creature, your use the force defense must also exceed the target's wisdom defense. This is basically an opposed roll.
So I'm rolling wisdom saving throw,
Correct.
or what am I rolling?
Correct.
Okay.
Your wisdom saving throw will set your wisdom defense. And then there are all kinds of specifications, depending on the result that I make, determines how much damage you will potentially take. Maybe I throw you into somebody else.
Am I able to add a hero dice to that?
You can.
Okay, cool.
Alright, so 20 is the number to beat. You are not currently flying. And yeah, we'll test this out. I was unable to add skills to this sheet, so performance is what I am using for use the force.
Gotcha.
Alrighty. Okay. I will... all of that to take 11 damage. Alright. He just smiles at you. You have no idea what you've just done. If you had given me a moment, you might not have cause to regret your actions. Is that your turn? 16 minutes in, brother.
Yes.
All right, Xavier, you are currently halfway between level 1 and level 2. Your token is both here and level 2, depending on which way you want to go.
Well, I think I was just stepped out of view for the Void Claw that was on level 2. And I was going to step out and hit it with my Eldritch Blast.
Well, then we need to go up there. Whoop.
Back here again.
Whoops, I stand corrected. I did not. Oh, for goodness sake. There we go. And now you should be visible and good to go.
So I walk up
I just
there.
say hi to Xavier as he comes down.
Yeah. You mean up. But yes, I hit the Eldritch Blast against the Void Claw there.
Okay.
I think I'm going to use my, you know that inspo that we got the other day? The one that I have to use before any of my other inspos? I'm going to
Okay.
use that to take that nat 20.
Bam! Ow!
And I also get to roll the extra d10 damage, which would also be maxed out, right?
The crit side of it, yes.
So that would be an
Alright.
additional 19 for 39 damage.
Well,
And I have a second Eldritch Blast that comes off on that too.
Okay. I would encourage you to shoot Jax or Rala.
I think that would miss for both either way. And then I see him die. I look around and I'm going to run back downstairs.
All right.
And I'm hasted actually, so that doubles my movement. So, yeah. That would have been 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 feet. I'm not sure how far down I am on that.
It's a 40-foot spiral staircase from top to bottom. Gave somebody a paintbrush and they are just decorating the map all over the place with little blue streaks.
Okay. I will use my second action that I have for moving to continue down the rest of the way, which I think I should be able to get to the door, or get to here at least. I can see Jung is
Witness!
dropped. I see Jung there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use my bonus action to what is it called? My telekinetic shove to pull her into the room with me. And then I'm going to
Post
run
it.
up. Okay. I don't know if she'd even get a saving throw because she's unconscious. But basically I'm pulling her to this square here while I'm back here.
Okay.
Then I run up here, and I'm going to shut the door, and I'm going to command my spider to try locking it, which is its nice little athletics check again, right?
Yep.
I don't see a sheet for my spider. I think it was just a normal D20 anyway, right?
I believe it has a strength score of 6.
So a 16 minus, what would that be? A 6 would be minus 2, 4. Would be minus. And that's the end of my turn, yeah.
All right. Well, you struggle, you struggle. That door is not locking up. We are going to move to the cultists. Well, we got a few of them.
Is that the cultists or is that Lovelar?
The cultists. Lovelar has his own little token a couple more stages down, which for whatever reason is not appearing on this map. Inexplicable, considering he's right there and on this level. So I really can't explain that.
No,
the
it's
door is
only,
closed.
It was appearing as Lovelar through Nihilus. That's the only reason why I was questioning.
Oh, he is in the... Okay, so he's here, but my Nihilus cultist is not. So that's interesting. All right. If I ever try to do a multi-level combat again, I need to remind myself not to. Okay. It's like we're not even here. They all just sensed the imminent demise of their companion, and like a fucking magnet, they all instinctively, having no line of sight from 2 different directions, converged on her, attacked the guy, magnetically drew her out of the room, and tried to lock the door. It's almost like we're not even here. We are quite insulted. Let's kill that guy. Let's first stab this jabroni. Yeah, you're dead. I do believe that is the last soldier, so we can remove him. Archers are okay. Yeah, I'm unrealistic as it is. I think we've done enough rounds of NPC versus NPC that we're going to change up our tactics. And this will be 1, 2, 3.
I think there was only 2 left, isn't there? The one that has the X over it is underneath him. And he doesn't have a health bar.
I think I might have noticed that at some point, but thank you. Okay, 5 stabs. Enemy of my enemy is my friend. That is a 27, 28, 28, 30, 22. All of them to hit Ballard. For 25, 36, 49, 50, 63 points of necrotic damage in total.
Good thing I'm resistant to necrotic.
And you're going to have to divide each of those yourself then. That is cultist there. I have 1 more cultist up on level 2 in melee with Jax here, holding on with the minimalist of health.
And he starts in Spirit Guardians, right?
Oh, beautiful. Okay, I'm dead.
Damn it!
Oh, that was
really?
anticlimactic.
Had 2 hit points left. I mean...
Yeah, you're right. That's hilarious.
And wouldn't you know, that's the cultist who the initiative was linked to. That's why you guys couldn't see him. Okay, 20... Huh. Okay, well that doesn't make any sense. Must have just had him out of order somehow. Okay,
Were
so
all
that's,
5 of those against me, or just the top 4?
The bottom 5. The very first one killed this dude over here, and then the other 5 were on you.
Oh,
we're
okay,
not even on
got
that
you.
level, but yeah.
No, I got you.
Okay, so now we're going to go all the way up to level 3, where Hilda has been left by herself. She actually got teleported into the ethereal tunnel of safetitude after last session, and the rest of the party finished off the combat up here, locked the door, and ran down the spiral staircase. And now you are finally free to join in the activity again, out of place though you may be.
Perfect. I want to join in all the activities.
All right. The stairs leading down would be down here to the south. And then we will move you to level 2. Which I do believe Hilda was initially designated as a do not hurt from the Spirit Guardians. Am I correct on that? Or is she about to wander into a pretty horrific scene here down the stairs?
The only person who wasn't was me, yeah.
Cool.
All right.
So, I believe she was, yeah.
Hey, Daniel, I have a quick question.
Uh-huh.
So, I remember from first session I used a mass heal. Would I be able to use that again at some point? Because depending on how this goes, I want to do a mass heal on everyone once everything dies down, but...
That largely depends on how many spell slots you have left. It looks like you're still holding on to a level 3. I don't see mass heal on your sheet, though.
It was your special ability you had given her.
Yeah, it's at the very front of it where it says core.
Oh goodness. Yep. Well, that's my bad right there. Okay. Yeah, I need to specify duration on that. Once per long rest.
Ah, okay, so I wouldn't be able to use it then.
Correct. Yeah, not until we get a good night's sleep here.
Sounds good. Then forget my question then, and I'm gonna see what else I can do. How helpful would a ritual casting be?
That depends on the spell. I know there are certain spells that can be cast ritual, but I believe that's like a 10-minute devotion of time, which at the rate we're going through 6-second rounds would probably see your spell finished around August.
Alright.
If you have spells that have like a 1-action casting time, that might be your go-to in this situation. If you even have need to cast a spell, this might just be a move turn. Although you did already catch up to Jax.
Yeah, I think we'll just make it a move turn, and I'll take a look at what else I can do for everyone. But for now, we're just gonna make it a move turn.
Okay, so if you did an action dash, you would be able to move another 15 feet from this space right here.
Alright, we'll do that then. And that'll end my turn.
Beautiful. Alright, let's go back to level 1, where now it is the turn for Lovelar Ithro Nihilus. Fully in disguise.
Perfect. Let's see. Let's open up the door and see.
Oh, yeah,
that is a lot of people.
There's a long line of archers right here. And they've been attacking the Nihilus cultists, so they appear alarmed once they see you wander in.
Can I drop Disguise Self? Can I drop Disguise Self?
Aw, that's no fun.
Listen, I don't think I want to get my... I was just prepared, just in case someone was coming up behind me, but I think we're good now.
Alright,
so yeah, he's going to drop Disguise Self, And it just kind of like disappears and sheds away. And he kind of like holds up his hand with his hammer, and he's just like, "Don't shoot me."
So there's a bit of shock as you enter the door, and then when you drop the disguise, the shock increases. Oh my god!
Fine. Moving through people costs an extra 5 feet of movement, correct?
Correct, if they are allies. If they're enemies, you generally cannot pass through their space.
God, okay. In a predicament.
Gonna have to fight your way through, man.
I'm free to cast that lightning bolt. They're all lined up for you.
I know, I need it so bad. Wow, I deadass don't have anything to hit. So yeah, well, you know what? We're just gonna go up and we're gonna attack with a warhammer for this guy.
Break it down.
Let's move in here. And we're gonna two-hand this, or no, just one hand. I have very limited spells. Nope, that's not what I... There we go.
Oh.
Does a 14 hit?
Yeah, it does not. 16 is their AC. Nimble little guys.
No. All right, that's fine. That's the end of my turn.
We do have those community NPC inspirations. I don't know if you want to burn one on a lowly archer, but they are about to take their turns right after you.
Actually. That's true. That's very true. You know what? We'll take this. We'll take this. I'll do the end of my turn.
All right. Well, let's see who we're targeting. The cultists all went over that way, so we got a breath of air. We are certainly not aware of this spider lurking in the windowsill. On the other hand, this cultist turned Furbolg did just intrude upon the premises. And that dude ran off around the corner in pursuit of the boss man. There's this frickin' Reaper thing. Like, is this thing like an actual ghost? Like, does it give a visual appearance on it? Like a description?
Let me check. No description that I can see. It does mention that it has incorporeal movement, so I guess it's kind of like spectral in a case, is just what I'm assuming.
I visualize the Kool-Aid Man because he could move through walls.
We're gonna play with the rules as we know them. Target the guy that created it. Get rid of the thing that was created. And that sounds like a fair play. I shall join you in that, my brother. And as for we two, we're going to take shots on Lovlar. So let's start with the ones shooting at Ballard. We got 4 shots total. That's going to be a +2 to your armor class because we are really kind of threading the needle there. We're also firing at disadvantage. So yeah, the best thing I got going there is a 17. So yeah, that's a bunch of arrows into the side of the wall right about there.
don't even hit my normal armor class.
Sure. Our attacks on Lovelar, the first 2 are at disadvantage because you are standing right next to the guy. We don't have the gunner feat or crossbow expert, so let's see what happens. 11, that's not going to hit the dude. Disadvantage. 19, that will hit for
It will
piercing.
not.
No?
I'm going to reaction and do shield.
Oh, it would have hit. All right. Well, now we're looking to hit a 23 with these next 2 attacks. No disadvantage, though. Nope. Well, that's going to hit. Natural 20 for 12 damage.
Or we could not. We could just not roll that 20 against me.
Somebody gonna get it. Okay, that is them, and then we've got the man himself. Okay. Gonna change the battlefield here a little bit. That's fine. I am gonna find Steed, bitches! Oh wait, no, I'm not doing that.
He sits down and starts meditating on the spell.
Y'all give me a few minutes. I'm about to summon the T-Rex up in this bitch.
I was thinking more, he's like, F this S, I'm out. Bye, Steed. Bye-bye.
Okay. Oh, there's the spell. I actually have it. And I can do it twice a day. I can summon 2 steeds. But whoever would need that? I guess if you're just really, like, riding your steed into the ground. Alrighty, let's try this again, because I want this freaking guy away from me, and there's no way
Another wisdom save?
Yeah, there's no way I should have lost that roll last time.
I'll use an inspiration.
Okay.
You want to use a hero point too?
No, I don't need one. If I lose this, then that's fair game. I don't fucking care.
Okay, let's try the performance. Let's force point this bitch. That's
What's force point?
not right.
Oh,
it's like a hero point.
Or...
It's like a hero point.
Okay.
But that did not show up correctly.
Yeah, I'm like, that's an attack walk. I
Yeah.
think that's what that's supposed to be.
To hit. Oh, okay. I see what I did. It's going to roll an attack, but the attack result doesn't matter. We're literally just looking for the damage, which is the 2d6 force point. All right, a 3.
Yeah.
23. Okie dokie. That's another successful resist of something that you have a +5 and I have a +16. I have a +16. That means I'm rolling 2s and 4s. What the actual shit is happening here? That's what I should be fucking rolling. God, +16! +16 dice!
That's what I told you. If I lost that was fair game. That's what I was like.
That wasn't even fair game. I had like an 85% chance of beating it. I was like, oh, I'm going to make him eat those words. No, I'm going to eat the words I didn't say. Alright, well, there is that. Fuck it.
Did you just attack him with
the...
I will restore...
so confused.
I will restore that... I'm using an NPC sheet here, guys. I have different mechanics. Everything is going to show up as an attack. Just read the intent, not the mechanics of it.
Okay.
So I'm healing myself as a bonus action with a back to patch. And we are...
The intense.
We are done. Alright, that's our turn.
I was so hoping you were slapping Ballard in the forehead with a back-to-patch to deal 30 damage.
Sure.
Heal!
Oh, that would have been funny. Like the whole, the Flex Seal tape, whatever, he smacked it on.
Alright, let's shore up the door here with the bodyguard. Let's get after Ballard with the other bodyguard. Flank advantage. Nope. And then the 2 on Lovelar, no advantage. Nope, because of the shield spell. That's it for the bodyguards. Okay. And we'll pass it over to Jax over here, who killed his foe without having taken a turn.
All right. He starts going downstairs. So, hello, Hilda. So that's 30 right there.
And you got another 40 to get to the bottom of the stairs from that point.
Okay, so he'll just continue down 30.
Okay.
And that's it, I think, end his turn.
Get you over to level 1 here. Be just rounded in the final corner here. And then it is Priyu's turn, who is currently in disguise as the spider.
Whoa, roll 20 being weird. Okay. It is... Let me reload roll 20 because it is on the wrong layer right now. But I'm just gonna go up to the nearest cultist and see if I can bite him. Be all sneaky-like.
The nearest Nihilus cultist?
Yes, hopefully... Can I... I know he's a little far away, but can we recognize how good was Lovelar's disguise when he does it, kind of thing? I know he's not anymore. I'm curious.
It was very good. It was very good
would...
to the point where if any of you had intentionally avoided him, there would have been some prodding in my direction too. No, that's a cultist. You should attack that guy.
Got it. Why am I not allowed to move the spider? Okay, so for some...
might be stuck between light layers.
How about now?
Yeah, there we go. It just wasn't letting me move it. So gotcha. I'm just, that archer looks pretty good, but there's a couple of these 3 up here. I'm gonna go help with these 3 straight ahead of me. That might be a little too far. Yeah, I'm gonna go help with these guys.
Okay.
The Labrador-sized spider jumped on the ground. That's awesome.
Listen, I'm sneaky, okay? They don't know.
I'm a sneaky snake. I'm a sneaky
spider snake.
Really, I'm just imagining it is a wolf spider, so it could bark. I don't know. That is not what I meant to click. Let's try that again.
Oh, because I gave you the... Isn't the giant wolf spider the correct one, or is that the wrong character sheet?
No, that's the wrong.
That's the right one. I thought it gave the description instead of... Because it just has the settings. It doesn't have the speech bubble.
Oh, sure.
Alright, so he's got to make a Constitution saving throw.
And that should be loose flank on him, right? Because
we do have the loose flank. I do have an 18 AC. Gotcha. We are carrying our shield and using the longsword one-handed, as we saw there in the above attacks, so we do get the +2 to our AC. If we have a hero point sitting around, I don't know if... I mean, the poison damage extra could be nice, but the 3 points of damage is not terribly great in and of itself.
I mean, I'll add a hero point to it. Might as well.
Alright. Let's see. A con save of...
Don't you dare roll a 20.
I got a dirty 20 on the wrong side of it, but I got a 15. Looks like half damage, so 3 piercing, 3 poison, 6 total. We'll take it.
Also, now I'm just imagining this Lucas-sized, or this Labrador-sized Lucas, since you mentioned it. And I'm just like, each eye would be the size of a basketball.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, it is a medium-sized spider, and medium size is the size of a human.
Which is funny, considering it's supposed to be like, it's described as being incredibly stealthy and everything, because you're sneaking around, and I'm like, I'm going to be perfectly honest, I'm not going to there's nothing stealthy about a giant spider.
Maybe if
anything larger than a 50 pp
on the ceiling.
I should get extra intimidation points for that, though, because that would be terrifying.
Agreed. Is that it for your turn?
Yes. I'm not going to use any more movement. I'm going to keep this loose flank for us.
Alright. Well, let's pass it over to the Conjurer, sitting over here at the top of the western stairwell. Ballard is the only target we can see, the only one we're aware of who is here, and everybody seems to be converging on him, so we'll fire some shots. +2 AC bonus there for you. Gonna be 6 of these or 3 of these in total. And last one. Close, close, close.
Oh, the miss.
Void Claw is dead. Doesn't need to be in the initiative. Rala, on the other hand. Back up to level 2. It is her turn.
Alright then, I start making my way down to join in with the others.
Very good. So 35 feet of movement from your current point to get all the way down the stairs. "30 feet of movement would put you right there, basically in the same space that Jax is in."
See them squeezing to try and get down the stairs. Me first, me first, me before you.
Good luck.
You hear the Three Stooges theme.
Yeah, the Benny Hill.
All my new I'll end my turn here.
He tries to scooch a little bit. You know what? He sucks in his tummy a little bit.
I'm trying my best I can, Jax.
Are you allowed to take chow from the mess hall, Private Pile?
My wings are just way too
Oh god, that's a throwback reference right there. Holy crap.
I mean, half the soundboard was Arlie Ermy up until this past week when I changed it all to Negan.
This is the kind of thing that just tickles my balls.
All right, Ballard, top of your round.
Bad time to take a drink of water.
Well, I planned on keeping the spirit around, but with everybody converging on me...
I would like to rise.
You said something about the spirit. Where did it go?
I deleted it because I'm raging.
I see.
They also added tokens to the or a search bar to the tokens.
Hey, how about that? They sure did. Ooh, did you hear that? He said, "Suck my nuts."
Your mouth is all puffed up like a baboon's ass.
That is disgusting as shit. I just popped your eyeball out your head.
That's it. Okay. And then gain my health real quick. Okay. And I will go ahead and lay in 2 attacks to start with on him.
Okay. Ouch.
I'll definitely take that second attack.
Ouchie, ouch.
Sorry. I don't think that first one hits, but regardless.
First one does not, no.
It always is.
Let's see.
We'll go ahead and hero point the first one and try to make it hit. I'm not going to do more than that, though.
Okay.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
It does not. Okay, so 36, 46, 47, 52, 58, 60. Ouch!
And then to clear up some of the rubble over here, I'm going to go ahead and take an attack. This Nihilus, hold on, sorry. This Nihilus is 5 feet above, right? This one left of me?
Kinda. I mean, we're more or less even with you. Anytime I have 5 feet on there, it basically just means they're kind of hovering at ground level.
No, that's fine. I was just making sure he was within melee.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, then I will go ahead and make 1 attack against him and 1 attack against the other guy. First one's against Nihilus.
Okay.
And I don't know if it has to do with anything, but reminder, I have Boon of Irresistible Offense.
The haste is giving you 1 extra attack, right?
It's giving me 1 extra attack action, I believe. Or am I wrong on that?
Just post it up. I'm getting a little flustered here. We got a lot flying right now. I'm not as on pace as I was last session.
I had to grab it. I got the haste from the Potion of Speed, so...
Right. So you don't need to concentrate on that.
That's haste.
Okay, it's additional action. Attack. 1 weapon attack only.
Okay, then ignore the second attack and just take the one against Nihilus.
Alright.
That's fine. That was my misunderstanding.
And that will finish off that cultist.
And then I will go ahead and pop a potion at the end of my turn, and that will be my... Rage, so then never end my turn.
Okay, over to Xavier.
Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use 4 of my Healing Light dice to heal Jung as a bonus action. Oh, sorry, that was only supposed to be 4d6, hold on. That's better. 12 hit points healed. Then as an item interaction, I'm going to open the door, and I am going to, as an action, cast Wall of Fire, starting here. 60 feet, we'll bring it to here.
Yeah, we're going to counterspell that with the cultist.
He can't see me.
I can see the spell.
I thought you had to see the person
I'll
casting
counterspell it with the Sith Lord.
Okay, maybe you can see me, but I can't see either of them.
I mean... Take my word for it, please.
Yep, that's fine. I was wondering because I couldn't.
I just don't like fighting for every inch. Like if I say I see you, I don't like the response to be You can't see me. Like, I mean, we're not getting anywhere when that's the path, dude.
I apologize. I just okay.
It's a level 5, right? So I do need to beat the...
It's a level 4.
Level 4, so I'm casting at level 3, so I do need to still beat the check.
Okay.
So it's 10, 14. I am using Charisma, so I need to beat a DC 14. A natural 1. Okay, that stands about true. Served me, right?
So the wall of fire does go off then?
It does.
Okay.
Let me get that set. There we go. That's not what we... There we go. Give me that. 60 feet long.
And I'm going to have the hot side facing the north.
Like the...
So the wall of fire is going from this corner here all the way across to here. Because it's a 60-foot line, right?
I missed your pings.
So from here, right in front of me.
Uh-huh. Who keeps hitting the purple ping on...
I have no idea, but it's going from here to here.
Oh, man, I was way wrong. Okay.
And then the heat side of it, because you know how one side generates the heat and a 10-foot is going north.
Yes, yeah. that infinitely makes more sense. When it was going north to south and you said the north side was the hot end, you were certainly throwing me off.
No problem. So the damage was 20 damage to anyone that's in there. They can make the reflex save to try to jump to one side or the other of the wall, I guess, if they've got a space to.
It's going to be squeezing.
I don't know if I'm able to get out of there at all. So.
All right, now, now we kind of have to backtrack.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Never mind. Backtrack is good. All right, saving throws.
Both would succeed on the saving throw. Where would they be jumping to?
I guess probably not the hot side.
Yeah, I don't know if that's even...
You're going to be squeezing.
Yeah.
All appears, half as much, yep.
I'm not able to go into the wall. I think you
have to use the Alt key.
No, I did. It only lets me go that far down here.
Gotcha. Okay. Okie dokie.
And then my hasted action. I think the only thing I can really do at this moment, unless I step into the wall of fire, is close that door again. And because I'm using an action, can I actually lock it at this point?
You can.
Okay, then I'm going to close the door and lock it.
Okay.
Sorry, Ballard.
Alright. I don't give a damn if it's opaque. I have that little 10-foot section of wall pretty committed to memory, and unless things have radically changed in the last 0.01 seconds, Ballard is still standing right there. I'm gonna shoot him. Pretty sure we're gonna miss 3 times anyway, but it won't be for lack of trying.
I doubt even with like a +2 or something that he misses me with that 25, so.
The 25, I guess, would touch, otherwise miss.
Yeah, so that's 11 and then 4 for the necrotic.
Kind of float back in this direction. That is the only cultist remaining.
And he will take the 5d8 damage from the fire because the wall goes that way.
Oh, okay. I must have misread it. That'll be about the 12th time this section. Let me double check again. Oh, sure.
Do you want me to roll it again or just do the 20?
We'll keep the same for this round.
Okay.
That's 10, and we do resist fire, so 5. Okay. We're just going back into the corner and ready in action for if anybody comes in. And then we will pass it back up to Hilda on level 2.
Okay. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm watching the stream to figure out where to go.
Cheating. Metagaming over here.
Yeah.
Metagaming.
This might need to be another movement turn because I'm not too sure what to do. So.
Gonna be 40 feet down the stairs from this space right here, so it is likely move and then move again. Oh yeah, now we've got a big cluster right here. Rala, Jackson, Hilda, all squeezing into the same space. We literally have the Three Stooges going on right now.
Just literally.
Literally, yeah. Alright. Is there any way I could just, like, squeeze past y'all?
Not with the two of them in the same space. If there was only one of them per space, it would be a bit of a pain, but you could get it done. With them smashed in here the way they are, you're kind of at the end of your movement until they start opening up some space in front of you.
Sounds good. I guess I'll end my turn there and just stand there like, well.
Okay, Lovelar, that is back to you over here.
Perfect. We're just gonna try to hit this guy one more time. See what we can do. Actually, maybe hurt. Do I have? Nope. It's all just bonus action storm mode, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Oh, damn. 13 to hit. Goodness. Garg. Bonus action. Okay. We'll bring it back to the archers. Pretty much doing the same thing we did last time. Take 4 shots on Ballard here. Maybe back it up with a little bonus action.
Do I receive any cover bonus?
Okay. You would have +2.
+2? Okay, then that first one would miss.
Okay. .22 is a 27. Archer's Eye. We're going to add that 5 to the attack roll.
Oh, okay, so the first one would hit.
27 for 8. And then we're going to do the same thing with that 17 with the other archer. A much higher number. Holy crap! 27 for another 11. And then shooting at Lovelar. First the guy in melee with disadvantage. Whoops, that's not what I'm trying to roll. Oh, God. Good thing we have disadvantage. It's only an 18 to hit you.
I'm going to shield again.
Another shield. Turn that into a miss. We'll take a second shot. Disadvantage. Nope. And then the other archer who does not have disadvantage. Oh, 23. We hit your number for another 8. That will do for all of the archers. Okay. I don't know. Fucking hell. Ugh. Let's fucking move object again. Third time's the charm, maybe?
I'm kind of hoping that you actually succeed this time for some reason. Yeah, okay, you better fucking beat me.
I mean, I have a +16, so somehow I'm going to end up with like a 4. Watch you give me double natural 20s for no fucking reason.
I'm not going to fucking do shit this time. Just fucking do the things.
There. Finally! And I'm going to spend another fucking force point, as you can... Actually, I don't even need to... Or no, it does do an extra 2d6 points of damage, but I'm just going to tack that on. Because we beat the DC 30, so this is going to be an 8d6, plus I spend a force point. It's going to be a 10d6 burst of force as we just fling you across the room for, I mean, there we go.
37!
Smash you up against that opposite wall there for some pretty decent impact. Additional 15 damage on the back end there.
37 plus the 15?
Well, 37, which you would have, and then 15, which you would have. Yeah, the 15 is from you smashing into the wall.
Oh, it's halved? Okay. I didn't realize it was half. My bad.
It's still physical damage, because it's basically just me, like, smashing, like, throwing you around.
No, I get it. My brain just didn't recognize that.
Show.
So I took 37. Let me just... quickly redo the math in my head real quick, sorry.
And then we are going to just stab our wonderful weapon through the locked door. We're going to give it a 37% chance. Nope. That blade comes perilously close to touching Xavier. And we are moving in. cut that corner and just stare daggers at this guy.
Staring daggers.
Yay. I think I upsetted him.
Good God. Roll 20, what are you doing? What if I do this?
What the fuck? Jesus.
I like that.
Alright, I'm going to take more attacks, and to let you know my intent, I will begin by rolling a meaningless natural 20.
There you go. As you do.
Alright. Stabby stab stab.
You can just feel the energy coming from. It's the scent of Monster energy drink coming from down the stairs.
Alright, that is a 29 on Xavier.
Yeah, I only have 20 right now because of the haste.
That's a miss then. And a 28.
Alright, so I half the radiant damage. So I would take 22 from the necrotic, and I would take 5 and 4, so 9 from the radiant.
Radiant would be half to 6 and 5 if you're taking half.
Half of 10 is... Oh, so I totally misread that. Woo! Yes, the radiant would be...
And the radiant was the higher side of the damage, so that's what you're going to take less of. And then 10
I was
necrotic,
misreading
9
it
necrotic.
backwards.
Sure.
Alright, so that would be 19 plus 6 and 5 is 11, so that would be 30 damage.
And another natural 20 here. I was hoping to crit my back to patch.
For all the good that would have done you.
Yeah, exactly. Beefy. Alright, and that is all we can do. Bodyguard cannot really see an easy way to do this. We're going to have to squeeze through 10, 20, 30 feet and basically end up right here. And then we'll try to attack Xavier from our squeezing position. These will be at disadvantage.
Tabashi, you might want to take an attack of opportunity.
That's miss.
Let's try that. Let's just see if the dice will work in my favor.
We're talking. Don't be natural 20. Oh God, save that for your next attack. He said Tabashi.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry. I
no,
thought you said
Tabashi,
bout. Okay.
sorry. My bad.
Yeah,
talking
it's
to the
just
little
inconvenient. We have very similar names.
Yeah, we had it on Thursday for a while there as well with Kai and Kyrios.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Spider can take a... It's just a bite, it's a
say-
normal attack. Or whichever attack you would normally
Yeah, it's whatever your melee attack is, yeah.
My only attack, yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
That didn't work.
Unfortunate.
That is one of 2 bodyguards. The other one is here. We're going to stab at Lovelar 2 times. Wow. 24 to hit for his final 8 hit points.
Yeah, that's pretty understandable.
And we are going... Just heard this massive crash behind us. That is Ballard. So we're going to try to get on him here while we have the advantage of him being prone.
I didn't realize that was prone. Right.
It's like a horizontal fall.
Oh, no, it's all cool. I just didn't realize I was prone.
Yeah. Well, we took a nasty gouge out of the floor there, but that's about all we could
Prone
do.
just gives advantage to them.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That 24 would just edge out and hit.
Oh, no. The 24 was against Lovelard. The 15 was against you.
Okay. Yeah, no, the 15 would definitely miss.
Yeah. That's it for the bodyguard. So now it's over to Jax. Over here. He probably can't even find his token.
Yeah, I can't.
Under all that. There you go. Put you on the front side.
Thank you. All right, he comes on down because he got. Wait, I can't move him. Can you move him out, please?
That sounds like a you problem.
Yes, move him out.
All three of them got stuck together in the one spot.
Yeah. Exactly. All right, there we go. Okay,
I
thank
know
you.
how to really make it hard to move. There you go. Good luck.
Whoa, wait. No, I don't have that.
Oh no.
Oh god.
He goes all rage.
Oh god.
No rage.
Don't forget your regen.
Oh yes, thank you. I forgot it for the last time too. Thank you very much.
I think you should be back to full by now.
No, 6, 12.
If it's both, yeah.
It's been 2 rounds, so yeah.
Yeah, it's
Or
like.
yeah, no, I should put him at 90.
Oh, but yeah, I'm adding an imaginary 10 in my head somehow. I was like, yeah, 69 plus 12 is 90. Yeah. Tell me when I'm telling lies. Daniel, you're lying. Bullshit.
All right. So he sees his pal getting attacked there, so he's gonna attack this guy or wherever he is. All right. So polearm swing. All right. So I'll use the inspiration.
You do already have flank, so inspiration will give you a reroll because the 21 plus 5 is or minus 5 is gonna miss.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do the reroll. It's important for me to try and hit him.
Okay. That will hit.
Woohoo!
Lightning.
Okay, that's 1, and then he's gonna do the second attack. Yeah, I'm not gonna spend an inspiration on that one.
All right.
Yeah, and then gonna polearm mastery him.
Ah, 18 is our target.
So all right, I'll use a hero point.
Okay. 16, need a 2 or better. Hey!
Woo! Close. And I forgot
buddy.
Green Flame Blade, but that's okay. That's passed already. All right, end turn.
Okay. Let's get over to Priyu's turn, right around the corner here.
I am. I have but one action I can do, and that is bite.
Run up to the archer and bite his foot.
Run up and chomp.
Okay.
Oh, come on. Roll 20. Don't do this to me. It's just taking a second to load the character page.
Sure.
You're gonna die, troll!
Somebody is.
You are creepy as shit.
I appreciate this. I absolutely would be creepy as shit.
Hey, you hit!
Oh, there we go.
Now if he can fail his con save. Oh, nope, I don't think we'll be doing that.
Dang it! I did so well that time!
We'll take 7 piercing and 4 poison. It's still 11 damage, but it could have been more. 11 is not bad for a tiny little spider, though. Or in this
the
case,
power.
the head of a spider, apparently. Is that it for you?
These archers they can take attacks of opportunity, can't they?
Probably not. The only weaponry they have are bows. Typically, people
Oh, okay.
cannot.
So I can scooch past this guy and like sneak into this little niche over here with so I can hit both of them next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'm just gonna use up the rest of my movement to do that, and that's the end of my turn.
All right. Well, look at that. I had to do a triple measurement here, but the 60-foot wall of fire ends right in front of the Conjurer Wizard standing at the top of those stairs. So he was just like, oh my god! Oh, thank god! And we are in the best possible position, as we're one of the few people on the board with one of these. So let's give this a go. We're basically doing the same thing as Brill tried to do, except we're doing it with intelligence instead of charisma. There's a natural 20. That will effectively dispel the wall of fire. And I'm going to actually go further up the stairs after that, because I know that Ballard is just hanging out right there at the base of the stairs, and he chased me all the way up the ladder one time before.
Go ahead, pop your
So
head out.
I'm playing it cautious. We're gonna stay over here where it's safe.
Pop your head out. See how that ends.
Yeah,
for
why
you,
don't you
buddy.
climb up over here? Split the party. Rala, that is back to your turn.
She's just like, I'm too excited to
Alright,
stab.
then,
She's
move
just like,
so
come on,
that
come
Hilda
on.
can actually go behind me. End up seeing the mess trap before me, in which I'll try to see what I can. Not much by the looks of it.
It's been a long day for this table. I don't know that we have taken a long rest with this table at all, and I can't remember the last time we took a short rest. Let me break out my rest tracker here.
If I remember correctly, we took a short rest before we came into the castle originally.
That would have been
But
forever
long rest it
ago.
hasn't been since we were. Long rest it hasn't been since we were back at the freaking
Mind
base.
silver on the guy right here.
Gonna mind sliver, okay. That is incorrect, actually. Stew Crew gets bragging rights, as we are the only table at this point in the Coalescence Act 5 to not take any kind of rest whatsoever.
Alright.
Wow.
We have not taken a
probably-
short or a long rest. We got in the boat, got submerged in the labyrinth by the Leviathan, and then we emerged, went into the hippie town, and then marched straight to here the same day.
We should self-care is important, guys. We should probably do something about that.
It's possible it's possible we took a short rest, but I don't think we did, because the Leviathan encounter was not really deadly. That was like an intentional diversion to kind of shore up some of our weaker party members.
As Ballard and Xavier both stand up half dead, I ain't heard no bell yet.
Nah, screw self-care. I'm gonna just start drinking my own blood to do stuff.
That is an all or nothing effect. We did make the save there with our Sith, our Dark Jedi.
Alright then. Just slowly back up to the stairs.
Going back up.
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
Divya.
Well, okie dokie. We will pick it up.
Yes, I am taking a bit of cover here, so.
Smart. Just in case. You never know where this guy is going to go. We're inside of a much smaller room at this point. Wider real estate than the staircase, at least. But we're going to take that halftime break now after 2 rounds and catch up on the other side of it. We'll see you shortly. Are you with us?
Whoop, whoop.
Yep.
Is there an internet equivalent of dice jail that I can put these fucking dice in? I would love that. I would fucking love that. I would so wholeheartedly love to
We need
punch these
to
dice.
get
pay for it.
Roll20 to program that. Just a little jail box in the corner.
Oh, also, just out of curiosity, Lovelar, are you able to see Ballard from where you're standing on the map, or no? In Roll20?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Okay. I was just curious. I can see, like, the tip of your token, but, like, that's it. That's what I was wondering.
This guy standing here, I literally can't do anything other than attack. And
I was planning on trying to take out the guard that's next to me, and then going over and trying to get rid of the guys in front of you, but that remains to be seen on how many turns it takes me to get rid of this guard. Because I don't think the guards are incredibly stonky, but I don't think they're squishy by any means of the word.
I kind of wish there was no one else in the room but me and the bad guys, because I would drop just one bead of fireball and then a second bead of fireball for 2 fireballs.
I have a +10 on my Warhammer. I need to get a 6 or better, and I haven't.
Well, welcome to when he was losing against me when he had a +16 and I had a +5.
Yep. Good news, my son doesn't need me to go pick him up from work, so that means I can open another drink.
Nice.
Popping bottles in the...
Well, do any of you guys remember the drink as a kid called Tahiti Treat, the little fruit punch?
Nope.
No.
They now have Tahiti Treat vodka at
no.
LCBO.
Oh God.
And
you want to hear
something
even more disgusting? They have Dorito flavored vodka.
Ew, really?
Mm-hmm.
I've never had that, but I've got a bag full of drinks here. Tahiti Treat, and then Mike's Hard White Freezy.
They have nacho flavored and Cool Ranch flavored vodka.
Interesting. I don't know if I'd like that, but interesting.
I have not had them. I just saw them online, and no, it wasn't.
God.
It wasn't like a Photoshop. It's an actual real thing. But
that's traumatizing. Like actually traumatizing.
Lay's has been doing a whole bunch of the different flavors from around the world, and the one that they've got right now at the Walmart, they have masala chicken or something, which I've tried masala and I did not like it. But they also have honey butter chips.
Oh, that's a normal one at our store. I love those. That's a normal flavor out at our store.
It is so good.
Here's one that terrified me when I first saw it. If you ever make your way over across the pond to England, they have, Sagrin, what was it? Prawn cocktail flavored potato chip?
Oh God.
I didn't even know that.
You just give me more reasons not to ever go to Europe.
Europe has some weird things, man.
Well, I'm vocal on the internet. I'd be afraid to go to Europe and get arrested because they don't like you to say things on the internet.
That is fair.
Fair enough.
I love Europe. I've been to Germany and a bunch of other Germanic countries, so I'm a little biased.
You know, the real place I want to go check out Romania, but that's because I've always loved, the vampire culture stuff and Dracula and stuff.
All I'm gonna say, with the amount of counts I've had banned, I should probably just stay in the U.S.
The moment I see a British or French person, it's on site. I'm throwing hands.
You got a bag of tea in one hand.
Yeah, I go to Europe quite often.
A baguette in the other.
It's
I
nice
just dear
over
hope
there.
somebody doesn't try to go to Europe and immediately dump a bag of tea in the fucking water.
You say it's nice over in Europe?
Yeah, I go quite often, either for conferences or holidays or work. So yeah, it's it's pretty, it's different, and there's a lot of like amazing experiences to be had out there.
I'm a poor boy. I've never gotten off the North American continent. I've been in a big triangle, down to Florida, all the way up to Banff, Alberta, and then back over into Ontario.
Dude, I've hardly been
Oh.
out of California. The farthest I've went is fucking Oregon.
I have also been to Montreal, and that was because I was taking a stripper and her boyfriend back home because she hadn't been home in 6 months.
Oh,
Fun.
yeah,
That must have been an interesting car ride.
Oh, it was a blast, but you gotta understand my old life that I had when I lived where I lived was a lot different than it is nowadays.
sounds like a sit down over a beer and chat kind of life.
Yeah, I went to school at a college for auto service tech, and I was dubbed by a few of the other students, being one, the oldest guy in the room that was in class, and also by the teacher as the most interesting man in Canada.
Nice.
And I mean, I get it. I've been in 2 full-length movies, 2 short films. I've cameoed in a 3rd film as a bartender. I used to DJ at an adult entertainment club. I worked in call centers. I was part of the reserves for a little while until they screwed me for pay and I left. I used to get rides in by the 2IC at that point too. I've worked in automotive. I've managed restaurants. I've managed a cleaning company. Like, I've done a lot of different things, and my parties were a very interesting thing to go to back when I was a bachelor.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Excellent.
Oh, and I played semi-pro football too.
Let me double check. Ballard, where did you say that you saw the Doritos flavored vodka? My British husband is terrified.
I don't remember. It was some fucking news page or whatever it was, because I had to go search it up to make sure it was legit, but it was a while ago. It was a couple of years ago that I saw it.
Okay, I'll have to look that up then, because he was over here saying like, well, no, I bet none of them have been to England and tried the prawn cocktail chips. They can't say anything if they've never tried it. And I was like, no, baby, they're gross either way.
Y'all eat beans on toast. I don't want to hear no shit.
He said, y'all eat beans on toast. You're not allowed to have an opinion about flavor. You literally...
Yeah, the one that really gets me when I was living in the UK was a chip butty, where basically it's like fries or chips between 2 slices of bread and butter.
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all have delicacies in the UK that are fucking from like centuries ago. So I don't want to hear it.
Steve, I
regularly tease him about the fact that the English went all over the entire world to steal spices and then decided they didn't like any of them.
Hey, Indian food over there is pretty damn fantastic, though.
That is immediately canceled out by their atrocious Chinese food.
And the fact that they have to steal the other stuff just to make their own food good. So
That's true. Having said that, I did try the chip buddy, and if it's done well, it's a pretty interesting thing to eat.
Yeah, but if you want something with French fries, you got to try a poutine from Canada.
Oh yes, I have.
I mean, also to say on the other side, there is like almost every single popular food we have here in America isn't American food. It's from somewhere else. So.
What you got, Mickey D's?
Can't relate. We got soul food.
Yeah.
Hamburger.
We do have soul food. Apparently, though, in China, because he's been to China for a few years for school, he says that China has, like, their McDonald's is some of the greatest food you will ever eat, because it is not actually like McDonald's over here. It is high quality dining. It is ridiculous.
No, McDonald's is different in different continents.
I've heard that the McDonald's in Japan also tastes pretty good, from what I've heard.
Yep.
I can't remember what country it is, but there's a country that banned McDonald's where there's like literally no McDonald's in it at all.
That's interesting. I used to work at a plant. I was doing cleaning and stuff like that, and they had a Thai family that ran the restaurant, so they had two menus because they had a lot of Thai employees that were there too. So they had the normal English menu, which was like your burger and fries, etc., and then they had the Thai menu. And I was
is a tasty burger.
They are. But I would always look over, and the first time I came in, I looked over and I was like, "What's your spiciest food you've got?" Because I like spice. And so they were like, "This one, but I wouldn't suggest you try it." Because I was a white guy, not a Thai guy. They didn't expect me to be able to handle it. So I was like, I heard
Hold on
him.
real quick. Bermuda was the place that banned McDonald's.
Nice.
I admire your honesty.
It's kind of like Germany banning Walmart.
So I ordered the food, and they all were like sitting here leaning across the counter watching as I sat down and I ate the food, and I didn't even break a sweat. And they all started like chittering back and forth in Thai. I couldn't understand anything that they said. The next time I come out, they see me, they like smile, they nod, and they like go and they prep a bowl for me of something new. They're like, "Here, try this." And every day they kept on giving me spicier and spicier and spicier until they gave me this little itty bitty tiny pepper that was purple.
They were
That was-
indoctrinating you into the
pepper that is
crew.
purple, don't eat it.
It was great, but it was like melt your face off hot.
So did you earn the moniker "Pretty Thai" for a white guy?
I don't know. I don't think they ever had that back then. I'm old. I'm older than
I
pretty
see
fly for a
Daniel
white
is
guy.
back since he put that soundbite in.
Welcome back,
See,
Daniel.
I'm sensitive to heat, so I can handle a little bit of heat since I lived in New Mexico, but I can't handle a lot of heat. So I'm just imagining that purple stuff, and I would probably die, like actually die.
Yeah, the other one with it. Yeah, the other one with it was the fact that my friend had Da Bomb hot sauce extract, which is the stuff that they make Da Bomb hot sauce out of, which was rated as one of the hottest hot sauces out there at the time. My friend at the call center brought it in a little film container and had me taste it. I took it, had a little dip in my finger, tasted it. It was good. It was really hot. But I also know what that stuff does. So I went to the washroom afterwards and I washed my hands with soap really, really good. About 2 hours later, I had an itch in the eye and I went to scratch my eye. I hadn't gotten all the hot sauce off.
No,
So I was sitting there in the call
no.
center basically like internally screaming while trying to troubleshoot through one eye for DSL.
No.
Yeah, the bomb hot sauce, at least now, is not nearly the hottest hot sauce, but it's like one of the worst to fucking taste.
Yeah, they've got Carolina Reaper and stuff now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually, I remember reading something in one of my poison books recently, and it was talking about how they have found a way to make a capsaicin extract, and as opposed to being like, it's apparently 16 times more concentrated than the Carolina Reaper, and it's literally got to be in a sealed glass vial because it is so, like, you can't eat this shit.
What?
Awesome. All right, I think we should probably get back to game.
Eating spaghetti.
What was that, Daniel, about spicy spaghetti?
Eating spaghetti.
Oh,
I want you to hear that again. Gonna be PP Pan City here real soon.
Oh, just maybe so. If the dice keep going the way they've been for me this session, I don't know who's had it worse, me or Baushi.
Your lack of faith disturbing.
I mean, I'm rolling more dice than Baushi is. Baushi is not having the most success on his dice rolls, but he's rolled like 10% the amount of dice that I have. So on average, I should be doing a lot better than I am. So we'll check how the fates are this round, as Ballard needs to regen, right himself, and yeah, you got this guy above you trying to stab you for all the luck he's having. And you know that conjurer was up here. You heard him casting a spell, and you heard him run up the stairs.
Quality versus quantity is not fair
I'm
in this case.
Go ahead and use my bonus action to use my boon of recovery to recover 62 health.
Butte.
And then I'm going to go ahead and start laying into this guy.
Out getting up? That's ballsy. It's gonna hack at his
I'll
ankles.
get up beforehand.
Alright.
That still leaves me at 70, even being half because of the haste.
Yeah, well now you only got 15 feet of movement.
You're funny. Take that damage.
Hey Mike, did I tell you what the hit point totals for these bodyguards are?
Is it 37?
Yeah, you know it is.
37!
And I didn't even have to assign it. These are pre-made templates.
That's awesome, man.
I saw them, I was like, 37, we'll go with that. Oh! Alright, well, yeah, we're not surviving that. It was nice knowing you there, buddy. Rest in peace.
Regret.
Oh boy.
I saw him run up here.
Alright, let's go. Let's actually move you right here.
Okay, gotcha. So,
And then, because I actually did not get his updated token copied over. Make sure to track all his spells and what have yous. Okay.
don't you know I'm just trying to catch up to my best friend? I totally
Sure.
didn't chase him up the ladder.
Nothing. I didn't do
him.
anything. I just set up a spell in Draconic. I could have been like casting fairy fire for all you know. You don't know. All right,
Well, lucky for
welcome
you, I
to
don't speak
the
Draconic.
welcome to the unexplored area of level 2. Which that's kind of weird. You're stuck inside the wall. There we go.
Yeah, I can't see anything.
Now you make your way up the stairs.
Okay.
And we've got 3 doors here and a tiny little, I mean, you imagine probably a
Hit
guard
the
would
murder
stand
hole.
there. Yeah, murder hole,
Yeah.
probably stabbing through with a spear. This might be an
Okay,
ideal ambush spot.
How much movement would it have taken me from where I was to get up to here? Is that... I'm just trying to
I'm
track how
gonna
much I have
to
left.
Go back. Let's see.
I was like right outside the hallway. So I'm
Right.
just curious,
I mean,
yeah.
you had to climb up the things. 5, 10, 15. I mean, you're like 20 feet. Oops.
Just check which door has the puddle coming out from under it. That's the one you want to go through.
Yeah, you're 20 feet to get to that point that you're at now.
Okay, so I have 50 left. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, here. I'm gonna move down to the left, but okay, that's locked, okay, so.
That's a locked door.
I just couldn't target
Yeah.
it while I was there.
Tends to be. Yep, you found it open. Yeah, that's leading right out to the western battlements right here. You know, I mean, if he's out here, you figure you got to be able to see him. Otherwise, like, he must have went invisible or flew away, because that's a long way for him to be able to run.
He jumped. He was like,
Just jumped off the western battlement. I'm done. I have 50 hit points. I can survive. It's worth the broken ankle. Screw that
To
freaking
try to break the lock, would I have to use an attack, or can I use my free object action to, like, try to get it open?
You would have to use some form of skill check or attack. Opening a door is free, but breaking is not.
Okay. Well, since it's locked, yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something that I usually don't do. I'm gonna stand right here, and I'm just gonna hold an attack action.
Okay. What's your passive perception?
18.
You're like 80% sure he went this way. You think you hear some
okay.
some heavy trying to control breathing on the other side of that door, like probably like 10-15 feet off. Like he's not standing right there against the door, but you feel like he went that way.
Come on, knock on the door.
It is locked, so...
Also locked.
Yeah, no, fuck it. We're just gonna go ahead and use the attack to try to break this shit open.
Okay. That will certainly hit, and I mean, this is a one of the metal defensive doors here in the structure, but that is a lot of damage, so you're just going to sear a fiery gouge right through the lock, and that door is not going to be closing very well of its own anytime soon, and yep, he's standing right there in the hallway.
I'll just poke my head through and just walk towards him.
Yikes!
That would be the end of my turn.
Here's Johnny!
Just
don't have
let
anyone
me just show you what
attacks,
we
so,
did have here originally, and this is what I was waiting on for like what felt like 10 rounds.
Okay, good. Yeah. Oh.
All of them were up here waiting to ambush you guys coming through this tiny hole. I have 5 soldiers, 6 bodyguards, 4 archers, and the Blackguard Dark Jedi himself who's standing over here. But after enough rounds went by, they started moving as a group to the room where you guys ended up fighting them. But just in case they did pull back to here, I did want to keep their tokens in position. But technically most of these guys are now dead. Now it's just the 2 of us. Okay.
Good old buddy, how do you feel about that?
Oh boy.
That's the end of my turn, so moving on when you're able.
Well, let's go back to level 1. And Xavier is staring down the Blackguard Sith Saber.
I look him dead in the eyes, and I use an action to drink one of my superior potions. Where are they?
Superior's going to give you 40.
Supreme.
Oh, Supreme's going to give you 60.
Yeah. All right, that'll put me at yeah, that'll put me at full. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to teleport myself over to here. And then I am going to use my hasted action to Eldritch Blast. He and he.
Okay.
Starting with this guy here because I want to knock him back in the hallway further.
Yikes.
I'll spend my inspiration on that.
Okay.
Because I have my weekly inspiration.
Yep. There it is.
Okay. He also takes an extra 10 damage.
Oh, die
So
10.
Yeah. So that will knock him back 10 feet down the hallway.
I thought it was
And
5
then
feet. What happened to... What?
No, my Eldritch Blast has the repelling blast, so it knocks 10 feet.
Oh, I thought it was 5 feet. I feel like I just
Nope.
got doubled.
And then my second Eldritch Blast will go against him.
Okay. 18
And
AC
I
for
will
him.
use my inspiration, because I have a bunch of those still.
Sure.
4, 5, 6 of them actually. So I'll use one of those.
Okay. Plus...
That gives the 19 to hit then.
Uh-huh.
And the extra d10 damage.
Oh!
4 damage, and he'll be knocked 10 feet back as well. Through the door and back.
Just glares at Xavier. It's like, all right, I'll go after him.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. I got a cultist left here. This could have gone so much better. Take a gaze longingly at that dark Jedi in the hallway. Another time, another place. Somebody has to live to report. Let's Sith Lightning this archer down here. That's gonna miss. Let's try it again. That will hit. 18 damage. That will incinerate the one that is standing next to Lovlar. And might as well burn the third one on that same guy. Ugh. That'll hit. And this archer will just barely be hanging on. Well, whatever. We claimed what we could. Shifting sands. Teleport ourselves back outside to an empty space. And Young. Yep, she's just got a line of sight on dude right there around the corner, so let's open fire. That's pretty fantastic, and in fact, that would have been her readied action that she had, and then we're going to take her actual attack right now.
Damn, that was nice for the damage.
Yeah, that was. Ouch. Ow, that hurts. That one will not hurt so much, and you know what? I've been holding it for session after session. It is finally time. We're going to burn our action surge.
Woohoo! Go get him, Hume.
Would I be able to use inspiration on that second attack to make it hit?
Yes. That third one ain't going to do much of anything, though. And that will end her turn. We're going to stay put right there on one knee, rifle aimed at the door. I think I got him. Saw a spray of blood. It's Hilda, now finally about to round the corner here onto the site where all the action's happening.
I give Hume a nod by that too.
Oh, hey, there's the big bad guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna use, let's see here. I'm gonna use Searing Smite. I don't know if it's still active or not. I noticed, something, the little, icon on my character, but I was, like, not sure what that was.
I think that's what it was.
Okay,
I remember
I'm gonna
correctly,
use
yeah.
See it. So,
She's got the concentration
no,
symbol up.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the Searing Smite and summon my weapon, my spiritual weapon, and take a whack at this guy.
Okay, I don't think Searing Smite can be done through the spiritual weapon. I believe that's two different effects, but I'm sure you
Never
have
mind.
access to both of them.
I do, but we'll just use Searing Smite on this guy.
Okay, go ahead, post it up. Let's see what we're looking at.
Searing Smite should be a attack with whatever
Right.
weapon you're holding. Yeah.
Yep, it's basically concentration. Do your attack roll, and you can release it at that attack when you hit.
Yep. So yeah, that is what you've been concentrating on. Go ahead, roll your attack. See if you can hit this guy. Deal some extra elemental damage if you do. Fire. Then take a swing with your Warhammer or whatever it is.
I think it's a Warhammer.
Just make sure to track any expended spell slots. Although you probably tracked this one at the time of casting, so you probably shouldn't subtract it again.
Did you hit the attack block for the Warhammer?
I think hold on. How exactly do you do that? I'm sorry.
That's back on the core of your character sheet, nor like right near the middle. It should have all of your different attack options. Up close, and now click where it says the weapon, but not the damage. If you just click the damage, it's only going to roll the damage. If you click the weapon, it shows the entire thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to click on it and it's it's not letting me. I'm sorry.
So you're highlighting over top with your mouse above your weapon, and it should turn like a red color. Like, for example, I highlight over top of where it says quarterstaff, and I could click that, or I could highlight over dagger and I can click that, and it goes like this. Just click on the word of the weapon itself, like if it says Warhammer. In the not under.
I think she's looking under the tool proficiencies and stuff.
Yeah, not under proficiencies, not under item name, but up above items, there's a spot where it says attacks and spellcasting, just below your hit dice. It'll be that middle column.
Yeah, so I'm looking in the middle column, and it only has the Warhammer 1 and then Warhammer 2 for the one hand and two hands.
Yep, that's the ones you're looking for. So if you go over top of the Warhammer 1, the word Warhammer, that would be a one-handed attack when you click on that. There you go.
Sorry, Daniel.
That's cool. Okay, so we got that will hit. Deals extra damage plus higher level. And ignites the guy in flames.
Awesome, and I think I'm going to end my turn there.
Okay.
Could I make you one suggestion before you do end your turn? Is take one step 5 feet down.
Am I able to do that, even though I, moved a bunch of times?
I guess it would depend on how much movement you used.
I think she's got one more.
Okay, let me just do that a bit. Yeah, it's not letting me move it 5 inches. Thank you, Daniel.
You're welcome. Okay, and unfortunately we've got a downed character here that nobody seems to be aware of or tending to, so Levlar needs to roll a death save.
Let's fucking
Hopefully
go.
it's a natural 20. Natural 20. Make up for those bad dice. Well, you're halfway there. 10 is the bare minimum. You need 10 or better to succeed, so that is one success out of 3.
At least.
Yep. Don't roll a natural 1. That counts as 2 failures. You're looking to get 3 successes before 3 failures to stabilize. If you roll a natural 20, you will revive with 1 hit point of your own accord.
The game show of life and death called Death Throes.
Oh, yeah. Now we've got archers, and, well, shoot. Okay, well, I'm going to drag Levlar inside here, because I was part of the assault that knocked him unconscious. We're going to close the door. Oh, somebody broke the lock on this thing. Alright. And, yeah, I think we might make use of this guy as a prisoner, so let's try to bandage his wounds and stabilize him ourselves. Medicine check. Good enough. So you are now stabilized, but you are still unconscious. No more need to roll
Did
death
you just say the
saving throws.
archers are trying to take him hostage?
Yeah.
Yep.
Why
I'm
not?
a little curious.
Why
Let him
not?
cook. Let him cook.
I'm not gonna mess with it. Yeah.
Yeah, our other archer here is going to step up in position there. Yeah, pretty sure our guy might need some support this way. So other archer is going to 10, 20, 30. Do I have more movement? Nope, action dash to get an extra 5 feet in front of Baril. Baril will begin his turn, and we're going to have to bust out another one of these things with bonus action. back some of that HP. Start of each of its turns. We need a con save, otherwise we take more fire damage. We will make that save. The spell has ended now, so no more fire on us. Hilda is no longer concentrating on that. Can get rid of all those. Okay, so that is activation, bonus action. Somebody just fucking shot me. She just stepped in here and hit me. My god. Alright. I don't know, that gunshot hurt a lot worse. We're gonna give Hilda an attack of opportunity. You can take a swing with your Warhammer for free if you wish. Well, technically it takes your reaction, but most often you're not using that for anything else.
Okay, I'll take a swing at my Warhammer then.
Okay. That technically hits because you've got the loose flank with Xavier there, so that will hit exactly.
Hell yeah.
And we're going to lean into Jung with our Blackguard Sith Saber.
Good thing it was not with advantage.
Still more than she's got.
No! Alright, alright. Okay. If you guys are not familiar with Star Wars Saga Edition, a Destiny point is a point that all characters and pertinent villains get each level. You only get one of them. You spend it, it's gone. It allows you to do a number of things. One of them is give yourself an automatic natural 20. That is the second time that I have just posted an ability and wasted a natural 20 to do so. All of that to say that, yes, we are going to natural 20 her here. 16, 26, that's 37 damage.
37. Also, does Jack still have his Spirit Guardians up?
I believe he does.
Oh, same question we asked at the same time.
Good timing, Jax. Jinx.
And not only that, but 12 plus 25 is 37, which is exactly the amount of damage that I needed to roll to kill her in one shot. And that's exactly what he just did.
Son of a...
And then we will check...
We're gonna have a hella time explaining this to Marco, aren't we?
Let's check our wisdom saving throw.
You knew the risks.
That's a fail. And what's going on here in Streamland? Cows mooing and such. What's going on, friend? Welcome to Role Playing Unlimited. Thank you so much for the follow. There is a bit of KOTOR history, although this is primarily Dungeons and Dragons, which is our campaign is called the Coalescence, and it is coalesced with elements of our What If Star Wars campaign that we've been running on and off for 20-25 years. Also a zombie apocalypse campaign, which at this point in time forms the major backdrop of our current story. And there is also a little sprinkling of Marvel superheroes here and there that we have not really delved too much into, but we're getting a little closer. We're in the midst of I think a 5-year campaign is the estimate. We're on year 3 right now. Just getting into year 3. Thanks for checking us out. Alright, we're going to take our second 2 attacks on Xavier here.
That will hit.
Alright.
That one will miss.
Yeah, we'll force point that second one. See if we can turn that 16. It's going to be a 3. That's the second time my 2d6 came up as a 3. Okay, a 19 to hit.
How can you wasted another
That would miss
20
because
there?
I have my haste potion on, so that puts me at a 20.
Oh, very close. All right.
So half radiant would be 4 damage plus the 10 necrotic, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And I already bonus actioned, already moved, used that. I've got my reaction left, but odds are I'm not using that on my turn. Get our bodyguard up into the action here. And he gestures over at Jax. That one. And bodyguard will try to bring some pressure in his direction. Probably need about 30 more swings before we can scrape this guy's knee.
Well, he is pretty tall.
A little bit, yeah. That's going to be it for our bodyguard, so we'll pass it over to Jax, standing right there next to you.
Yeah, so both the bodyguard and the fallen Jedi should be making the wisdom saving throw for the spirit guardians.
I guess the bodyguard too. I already rolled it for the Jedi and took the damage.
Okay, cool. Thank you. All right. So yeah, he's gonna keep wailing on Brill.
Okay. Yeah, this time I'm going to use my reaction on you. We're going to move you elsewhere. It's going to be a wisdom saving throw for you versus my performance or use the force roll, since I don't have use the force here.
Ouch.
Are we going to keep that, or are we thinking about changing that?
Yeah, why not? We'll do inspiration. Thank you.
Okay. Oh God! So 8.
Ouch.
8 is the best, and if you roll an 8, you're gonna get a 16, which could technically. No, I would still beat you by 1, even if I rolled natural 1. So.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right.
Nothing.
It's a matter of how good we roll here. 25 on move object. Converted for D&D 5e purposes. You'll see some familiarities here with the Saga Edition. 25 is I can move you up to huge size, deal 6d6 damage, and if it exceeds the second target's reflex, which would be a dexterity saving throw in this instance, we're going to try to hurl Jax over towards into Xavier. So Xavier needs to roll a dexterity saving throw. 25 is the mark based on what I have rolled.
I have to roll a 25?
You need a 25.
I can't even get that with a nat 20.
Bum bum bum. Alright, so repositioning is not the worst. Damage is not even average. But yeah, we're going to throw you guys over here, slump you into each other, and you'll each take 16 damage and a prone. And then, technically that attack that Jax made is still going to hit, so we'll get that applied. Ouch!
And that doesn't end Jax's turn, does it?
No.
Alrighty. So he'll spend 15 feet movement to get up, and then move 5, 10, 15, 20.
I can't counterspell the move object, can't I?
You cannot. We are not using magic. We are using the Force.
Yeah. Let's see.
Although we do have magic, because I tried to counterspell something earlier, so there is some.
All right, yeah. So let's see. Can he have gone up in the square?
He would get up in the square here, but then he's free to move out from there.
Oh, okay, yeah. So he would have moved here. So that's 15, 20 to get there.
Mm-hmm.
and that means Stoneheart has a attack of opportunity on him because he's moved out of
guard.
Stoneheart. The guard, sorry.
Oh no, Hilda, that's her last name. It's just all part of her token.
Oh, well.
Sorry about that.
That's just a lowly bodyguard. He wishes he had a name. He's not cool enough.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So if he's not taking the attack of opportunity, then Jax will then move back here. So 15, 20, 25 to get there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're gonna hold on to it.
Yeah, he's gonna. He wants to do the flanking. So, yeah. So we're gonna try one more time with the Stirring Dragon, and this time I'm gonna remember to say Green Flame Blade with this.
All right.
So.
Oh yes, let's get a concentration check on that Spirit Guardians right there, since I finally did damage you.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, so it's with advantage because he's got. Let's just make sure
that blade singing stuff.
No.
Gonna be,
It's not blade singing. It's where is it?
Warcaster.
Oh, actually, no. Sorry,
DC is 10.
Oh well.
Minimal DC. Half the damage or 10, whichever's higher.
There we go.
You're good.
Okay. No, he's not.
That attack is a miss, though.
Yeah, he's not blade singing right now. Gonna spend another inspiration, so.
Green Flame Blade is an action, not part of an attack. What?
A lot of people get confused because he's an arcane, blade singer. He can do a cantrip as well as an attack as one of his multi-attack things. So they're telling you that he can't do Green Flame Blade because he already made an attack, which is incorrect.
Yeah, I feel like we go through this every week, so maybe like 6 more sessions, and everybody will be on the same page. Because I'm
Right.
honestly, I don't know. I'm just taking everybody's word for it at this point. There's a lot of nuances of the system that I'm not aware of. You guys theory craft and number crunch a lot more than I do.
Yeah.
It's basically just extra attack can't be used with a cantrip unless you have a caveat like a Blade Singer.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So in this case, I'm going to spend an inspiration.
Okay.
So I'll roll again, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So wait, let me mark that inspiration down. Well, that's worse. Okay.
Well,
that misses. Yep.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do Polar Mastery for the bonus action.
That will hit.
All right. And end turn.
God, that's a lot of freaking damage for a bonus action.
I know.
Jesus.
Just what Great Weapon Master will do for you.
Let's go to the Itsy Bitsy Spider. You should be able to clearly see that Levlar has been taken captive and bandaged up by these archers. What's going on with Priyu?
I forgot to press the button. That's what's going on with Priyu.
All right.
I'm gonna go help out Lovelar.
Gotcha. Specialized extra attack. That's the tricky part of it, because a lot of times, like, I get used to these abilities you use, but then I also kind of rely on our Twitch audience, because I'm usually about 75-80% when it comes to the mechanics, so sometimes it's invaluable to have the extra eyes and ears on the system, and more often than not, they're correct in what they're saying, and in this situation, he's correct, but so too are we correct in our retort here. Yeah, it's a mountain of HP for that level of wizard, but he is rocking a mighty constitution. I think that's where most of his HP is coming from. Plus, I think he took that boon of health.
Yeah, I would also be completely screwed if I hadn't taken that health boon.
Oh boy!
I'm going after the one with the smaller amount of health, by the way.
Sure.
But apparently it didn't really matter.
That ain't gonna do us any favors. All right. Well, let's head back up.
At the least, he has that flank.
Granted, he's unconscious, but sure. Let's head up
It'll
here.
count.
The Conjurer Wizard is up, and yeah, I mean, we're pretty much backed up into the hall. I like my chances better with this, so let's Arcane Burst Melee 3 times. Nope. Yep, crap damage. Nope. That's about the average. 1 hit. He just kind of stands there, like, puts his hands up like he's gonna frickin' box you or some shit. And we'll step back to the first level.
He was like, let's do this! Oh, I think this was a bad idea.
Oh, man. If only the dice were with us better. Rala, over to your turn.
I'm guessing he's already the fallen Jedi has already used his reaction.
We did.
Perfect. Heck. Yeah, since he won't be able to counterspell me now. If I am correct. Right?
He shouldn't be able to, no.
Okay. In that case...
It tends to be a rarity for people to have more than one reaction, but we have seen it.
We can go for burning hands. Into that.
That's beautiful. Go ahead and hit Xavier with it.
Right. Sorry.
No, it's beautiful.
No,
it's
Xavier's
perfect. Go ahead and hit
fire.
Xavier
Yeah,
with it.
means
You can
nothing.
aim it so that you don't hit Hilda, hit me, hit those 2 guys, but don't hit any of the other party members. It's perfect. It's fine.
I'll aim it so that I'll hit those 2 and Xavier then.
Nothing good there.
I know. I didn't
We're
have to make
We're all set here on this side. Let's get that attack roll. See what kind of damage we're looking at. Yep, that's the effect. Should be an attack block built for it on the front of your character sheet in the attacks section near the top center.
You're the top center.
In the middle area where you have your normal weapon attacks and stuff, there should be one for your burning
yeah.
hands as well.
Okay. Let's see for that. That is that. Okay. And then you also. Okay. Got it. And anything else for you there?
I'll stand back. Back here and end my turn.
All right. let us begin another round. Bum 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 bum. It's Ballard's turn.
Go get him, Ballard.
I'll just look at him,
Appreciate
laugh,
you
and just say,
tracking those tokens there.
I'll just look at him, laugh, and just say, "That's all you got? All right, let's see how much you take this."
Oh, I got something here real quick. What? I knew it! I knew it! I freaking knew it was gonna be another freaking natural goddamn 20. I knew it! All right,
Is he giving him the puppy dog eyes?
No, we're gonna point over your shoulder and be like, "Oh my God, look!"
I was in the middle of pulling out. I was in the middle of pulling out my sword, so I'm gonna look, but my sword's gonna turn as I'm looking.
Even if you do turn around and look, literally, there's not much I can do, and I got mage armor up, but oh, whoop-de-doo. That's a lot of damage. Ugh!
I just turned back around and I'm just like, there was nothing there, and I just.
Well, there is now from his perspective. He sees the fucking Grim Reaper stepping up behind you now.
Well, I guess I should just put you out of your misery.
20. Yeah, that will certainly do the trick. And that's a day for the Conjurer. We'll take him out of the initiative now.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go back downstairs.
Alright.
Oh, it's right here. Okay.
Yep.
I have 140 movement.
20 feet of movement for you to get there.
I'm sure I could get down there.
Yeah.
Strolls downstairs, stabs one of the archers, grappling appendages the other. Is everybody okay here? Yep, okay. And walks away.
It takes me, how much? So it took me 20 to get to the stairs. How much to get to there?
Yeah, 20. It's 20 and then 25. So it's literally 5 feet. So it's the next space.
Oh, it's okay. So it's 5 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now you're 25 into 140.
Yeah.
All right. Let me do this for you then. I'll do this the most efficient way so I can get you where you need to be without having to go through any stupid bullshit. There you go.
That is certainly not the movement, but okay.
That's what you're doing.
He's clearing the area.
I'm just making sure there are no traps anywhere, because if somebody steps on something, if Levlar gets revived and steps on a trap, we're not dealing with that. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and run by and use my bonus action to grapple an appendage this guy to smack his ass.
Oh gosh. You're smacking his ass?
Yeah, I'm gonna smack his ass.
Oh!
My ass! You guys! Seriously!
That might just be a bit more than smacking.
Wow.
Oh no, that's just his version of smacking. And then he's gonna run up
oh god.
to over here.
Oh, this other archer with 2 hit points is like, oh, thank God.
And he's gonna go ahead and lay into him with his hasted action.
Oh god.
I'll use an inspiration.
Got it. Stab right through him, standing at the end of the hallway. Oh, where'd you come from?
And that will be my turn.
Well, there's but one member left of the cult of Nihilus on site. You guys killed the rest of them, and we need to go back and report to the assembly. So the final cultist, who is out here somewhere, is going to ascend and then action dash, and we are effectively out of combat. So we will take them out of the initiative. Jung is dead, so she is out of the initiative. Hilda is up next.
When did Jung die? Hold on, what?
Jung died last round. The Blackguard Dark Jedi stabbed her with his Blackguard Sith saber.
Did we miss some people's turns? Because I didn't get a chance to go yet. And I go right after Ballard.
I think somehow we did skip by you, so yeah, go ahead.
Alright, I'm going to use a bonus action to teleport to this square here. Can I actually teleport into the standing position, or do I still have to use half my movement to get up?
I don't see why not.
Okay, then I'm standing up. I will then, looking at these two, grin and cast Burning Hands to hit just those two.
There you are.
And it is a DC 15 for it.
You're using the static one, the boom, right?
Okay.
Yep.
Alright.
That's going to finish off the bodyguard. And that is going to hurt Brill right there as well.
And then as my hasted action, I will do it again.
Yes, yes.
Do you have something that allows you to cast 2 leveled spells in the same turn? Hasted action does not supersede the normal rules in that respect, I don't think.
Oh, well, if that's the case, I won't cast that. Instead, what I will do is I will use my hasted action to drink my superior potion of healing.
Alrighty.
Take that off my list, and that gives me max of 40, you said?
Yes.
Superior is 40, yeah.
That'll put me to max.
Alrighty.
End of turn.
Let's go to Hilda's turn. I accidentally double-clicked again.
So I want to start making my way to Lovelar to try to heal him.
Okay.
But I noticed that there's something in my way, so I am gonna attack it with my spiritual weapon.
Underneath the bridge.
Why is the door closed again?
Top has sprung a leak. Yeah, I don't think it can close anymore. I might as well just move it out of the way. Let's put it over there. Okay. Spiritual weapon. You should be able to drag that character sheet right onto the tabletop into the space right there. Like, instead of clicking spiritual weapon, Hilda's spiritual weapon open, you should just be able to drag it. Perfect, just like that. And then cast the spell and roll. You should have an attack built for it on your character sheet, just like your other oft-used assault.
Whoa. All the sounds.
What you talking about?
Yeah. I ain't hear nothing. What are you talking about?
What?
Hot. This place is magnificent.
Remember to roll the actual word for spiritual weapon.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
about
click
that.
the left side, not the right side. On rare occasion, you might need to just click the right side, like if we're just looking for damage, but when you're doing the actual attack, that's what we're looking for. That will hit. Get some more force damage off this guy. These archers got a fair amount of HP. Gonna take a few hits to get through this guy. And that's just your bonus action to do a spiritual weapon. So, I mean, if you wanted to, like, step here and attack with your Warhammer as well, you do have the angle to do it, and you get a flank with Ballard blocking him in the hallway there.
I can do that then.
Okay. Even with the flank, 16 is what we're looking for. That will hit on the money. Another 8 damage. We're getting there.
Do I have to hit anything else, or can I end my turn there?
You can end your turn for sure.
Sounds good. I'll end it from there.
Alright, let's pass it to Lovelar. He is unconscious and stabilized. I'm going to give you a die 20 each round, though. If you get lucky and roll that natural 20, you will just recover by yourself.
Dope, dope, dope.
There's no penalty, though, if you roll a natural 1. You won't, like, regress. Your wounds won't reopen or something like that. Up, you're inching closer. You got a 10 last round, a 15 this round. Hopefully that means a natural 20 next round. Okay, and I've got one archer left here who has this giant spider thing trying to bite me. Hey, what the hell? I mean, I am at 2 of 75 hit points right now, so my cognitive facilities might not be all here right now. Or they might be. I will take my attacks on you without provoking the attacks of opportunity, but these will be at disadvantage. That is a 12 to hit the spider, which will miss, and then a 16 to hit the spider for 12 damage. I think that might revert you. If I understand the druid rules correctly, we just killed the spider and revealed the true Kriu there.
Yeah, for Druid Wild Shape, she takes access damage if
so
there is
one
more
extra
damage. Yeah,
there's one extra point of damage.
But she reverts back to her normal health. Yeah,
that could be almost more scary for the actual archer.
Sure, yeah. If we don't know,
goes from a little Labrador-sized spider into a giant snake woman.
Yeah, if we're not familiar with that. God.
It's like that scene from the Little Mermaid where Ursula's tentacles are like pouring out of the dress, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Hello, little one.
Alright, so you take 1 point of real damage from all of that, but otherwise that will do it for our archer. We've got one more right here. Alright. Rock, hard place, me. And, Ballard's sword of fiery FU is still sticking in my fucking abdomen, so I'm just going to shoot you twice at point blank. Or try to. I do still have one of these.
He's most likely going to miss at point blank.
I got one of these left, though. Or I got 2 of them left, actually, so we'll put it on that 19. And it's 25 to hit. For a whole 5 piercing, which you can knock down to 2.
5.
Yeah, you get to knock it down to 2 whole points of damage as you're pretty sure you see a little trickle of yellow going down his leg and pulling around his foot. And okay, we're going back to him. This is probably his last round unless you guys have other intentions for him. So let's go all out. Let's burn another one of these.
Knock his ass out. No.
Let's burn our second, and we'll mark used to ensure that there is no further use of this. And we're going to take 6 stabby stabs with the Sith Saber at the most troublesome individual that I have had the misfortune of meeting in quite some time.
It wasn't the guy who somehow resisted.
Because
it wasn't the guy who resisted 2 of your move objects somehow?
It would have been, but I haven't seen you in a while. For all I know, one of the other guys took care of you, and I'm just thankful for that. But wandering into here didn't do me any favors, because now I got 4 people attacking me. 5 when the Yug was here.
And Spirit Guardians.
And Spirit Guardians. Jeez Louise. Oops, that's not correct. Add 3 to this. Why don't you know it? Another fucking natural 20 wasted on something that I did not need it. So I'll take 9 damage.
There's been a lot of those lately.
Yeah. 3 of them on useless, just example narrative die rolls. Look, guys, this is what I can do. Natural 20.
Person.
He's very good at those things.
Yes, he is.
He's the most lucky, unlucky person today.
Very, very much so. Okay, so let's take...
So he's going to attack Rala, the biggest threat here. Got it.
Yes. First attack on Xavier is a 15.
That will miss.
I will spend a 3rd force point and probably get a 3. Hey, a 6. All right, well that turns that into a 21 to hit.
So that hits me, and that will activate my Shining Soul.
Okay.
So he needs to make a Charisma saving throw or be blinded until the end of my next turn.
Okay. Let's see here.
I believe that would fail.
Right.
Okay, see if we have anything here. What is the DC?
The DC is 8 plus proficiency, so that's 3. That's 11 plus 4 is 15.
Well, it's on the high end, but we'll try our luck. Nope. All right, we are blinded. I'm not even gonna fuck with the second attack. I'm natural 20 in you. You have really pissed him off now. He is furious. You will die!
Damn.
Oh, he's mad. He is killing you.
Just remember, I can't be brought back. So
I mean, he doesn't know that, but I mean, he can't be brought back either. That is going to be 35. That is going to be 30 points of necrotic. And that is going to be 21 points of radiant. So 51 damage in total off that crit.
How is it 21 from 5?
2 die 8. 16 is the max. 16 plus 5 is 21.
Right. Okay, so half that would be 10.
Correct.
Plus 25, you said?
It would be 16 plus 14 is 30 necrotic.
Okay, I'll take that.
And that's our last destiny point. And then we've got 4 more attacks at disadvantage, plus maybe a force point might help out, but we'll see. Not on that. Not on the... Yeah, we'll try on that one. That's a 25 armor class. 10 radiant, 9 necrotic.
Sorry, just to confirm, this is all Xavier, or
it's all
is
him?
it
Yeah,
Jack?
it's
Okay.
all Xavier. Yeah.
Okay.
I believe that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks. Final attack.
Oh,
24.
I will cash in my instant long rest.
That will take an action.
Oh, I didn't.
That is not a. That is not a. While I'm in the middle of killing you, you just all of a sudden.
Oh. I didn't think it said anything about action or anything. It was just an instant. All right. So half of the 8 plus the 12. So 12 plus 4 is 16 damage, right?
Actually, I am incorrect. It does not take an action. It takes your full round. You will sit there and do nothing and like it, and then you get your long rest. So 6 seconds of deep breathing exercises.
Okay, actually, that's not a crit because he takes disadvantage on the attack. So
Exactly, it's a 24 to hit.
Okay, so
yeah,
that
that's
would be
what I was saying. It's 3 plus 6.
necrotic plus 3. Half the 3 would be 1, so that's
1.
7 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean that's as good as he could have done with you having blinded him. So that's going to likely be a day for him unless the worst happens on your guys' side of the dice. Bodyguards, I think they're all gone. Jax, your turn.
all right. He's like, "Oi, what about me? Leave him alone. Pick on somebody bigger." So he'll move here and then here to get the flank, and then he's gonna start wailing. All right.
Hit.
Oh!
And that will slay.
Alrighty.
Yeah, we are not surviving that. We had 21 hit points after the first attack finished off.
Xavier holds up a thumbs up to Jax.
And Jack says, you need the potion?
I got plenty.
Oops, didn't
I'm
mean to
worried about
include you on
helping
that
you.
text channel.
Sorry?
Said I didn't mean to include you on that text channel there.
Oh, wow. Alright, okay.
So we can't bring Yung back.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I was getting ready to use my Phoenix down on her, but oh well.
Alright, okay. So he says, if you roll right, then I'm going to keep moving. So that was 10, he moved 10, 15 to here, and then does the spiritual weapon actually take a whole space? It does, right?
It does, but
No,
it's incorporeal, so you can stand in the same space as it.
Oh, actually, you know what? He's got a pole arm, so this, if he moves here...
Or that?
Yeah, if it's reach, then yeah, you can still hit him here.
Okay, that's fine. So he's gonna bonus action polearm mastery.
Oh, yeah, we're not surviving that one either. 16 AC, 13 hit points left. Dead. And then there was one.
I just start knocking on the wall and just saying, "Good job."
Oh, and if he hears Ballard's voice, Jax will actually move back because he remembers that Ballard is not wasn't there when he cast Spirit Guardians, so he will move back.
I'll holler up to Ballard, we're good in here now, except Yung has died.
You just hear silence.
Priyu is pretty sure she sees this guy go over his options in his mind, and she's pretty sure he's contemplating blending in with all the bodies, if not for the fact that you were standing right next to him.
Right.
They'll never notice me. I have 2 hit points. I'm missing half of my leg. I can just lay down and they'll just leave.
Exactly. I'm close enough to death
Lady.
already.
I got Giant Snake Lady who's probably pissed at me for shooting her friend Levlar here.
I am indeed. I was just looking through my spells now that I am, no longer a spider confined to one action. You know what's funny? I do have the Feign Death spell, so we could both do it,
That would be funny. He lays down and plays dead, so you lay down and play dead with him.
Yeah.
Poison spray. Alright, con save, I believe. Yep. My con is nothing. Waiting. What the fuck? I put roll 1 die 20, not roll 11 die 230. What did...
That's one heck of a save.
Man, that is a fat finger.
Yeah, that's an impressive save.
Yeah, with the way I've been rolling tonight, I ought to give those freaking dice to Bauchi as well. That is a failed save. So we're going to take all of that poison, which is 5 times our current hit point value, and we will perish in a cloud of nasty, poisonous gas.
Poor guy.
Get a little Grievous sound effect right here. And then...
Right, there you go. I am just trying to look for anything I have that could be helpful to Bauchi in any way.
It looks like these guys actually bandaged him up. He is fully stable. He probably just needs some rest, and of course some restorative magic or potion would be of great help.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
But as a matter of fact, that was the last foe on the board. Until you guys find out where Count Strahd von Zarovich is. We do know that he's here somewhere. Of course, we know that out of game. In game, it'll be quite a joy when you guys encounter him. But right now, we can finally close out our long-standing 4 or 5 session long initiative. Well done.
I was gonna say that fight lasted like 2 months, man.
I mean, this is a 5-level keep, and you guys had to fight through like 60 zombies, and there were zombies fighting soldiers, and warforged, and wizards. Like, we had combat going on all over the place here, but Tonight we finally got
Yeah,
it done.
that was fun.
That was intense. Well played.
Raul's gonna go over to Yuge's body.
Thank you all.
And just place her hand and place Yuge's hands in her body to make her body more peaceful. May you rest in peace, young.
So we don't know that she can't be raised yet, correct?
Correct. Yeah, that was absolutely an accidental click. I thought I had another ability for him, and I accidentally clicked that.
Xavier is going to call to Ballard for one of the scrolls.
Quick reminder as well, some of your characters, I think half the party, are aware of the presence of Chini Butini, our party merchant here. The Jawa will be more than happy to service your needs, especially since you've cleared the entire site, and he can be found here on location in the southern courtyard. Hold on to your tokens for a second, or you're going to teleport here. Way down over to here in the southern area. So if anybody
there's a couple of things there's a couple of things we need to do first, right? Or maybe not. But we were here to find somebody.
There's supposedly an ally here. Maybe it was him.
Yeah, and there's it could be him.
I mean,
but there is one floor. There is one floor we haven't explored yet, right?
Very true.
Oh yeah, we should go to that floor, but first, yeah, I'll hand you that the scroll, Xavier.
So Xavier will try to use the Revivify on Jung.
That has no effect. And the map is...
Xavier looks a little panicked. You can kind of see like tears smoldering down his face and stuff like that. And he's like, I need another one. It didn't work. I need another.
And
just
Xavier, she's gone.
I just kind of give you like the straightening slap and hold your shoulders and just look at you and just shake my head.
Can I Arcana to just confirm that the magic actually worked and there was something else going on though?
You can.
God, and where the hell are we?
He'll
say
top level.
Oh,
nice.
the top level. Okay.
Before we go up, Xavier is going to decapitate this body with his sword, and then he's going to pick up that lightsaber that he used on her.
What
and put
is
it onto
your
his belt.
alignment?
Neutral.
Roll
True neutral.
a charisma saving throw.
That's why I didn't touch it.
If you want, you can take a hero point from me for a D8, or if you want an inspiration, you can have that too.
Go ahead and give him an inspiration point. I'll give him a hero point.
Are we re-rolling? Or are we sticking with an 18?
So it's a 22.
All right. That, on a successful save, is 16 cold damage, as you just hear spirits screaming into your brain. Put me down! We do not belong to you! Your life is forfeit for daring to touch... Just like 6 voices or so screaming over each other in protest, as like you barely put a finger onto this thing, and there is an intense radiation of cold as you touch it.
Daniel, before you continue with the top level, from getting from the floor 1 to 4 to the top level, would I go back up to full, or
Sure.
from where I am, just from natural healing? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Chini Butini would absolutely provide at least a potion of healing for Levlar, so we can get 10 hit points to him, so that he's at least able to be conscious and present during this scene.
All right.
And then Priyu and Levlar
Good deal.
are
That's
just
exactly what I was hoping for.
Yeah, and then Priyu and Levlar are probably just like a couple minutes behind the rest of you making your way up here. And actually, as it turns out, this is not the top level. These are the stairs that got you here. And there's another half stairwell leading up even higher.
Of course there is.
I have a real quick question. I can't... Did Levlar see Jung's body? when traveling up?
Probably.
Cool.
Yeah,
okay, just
most
wanted to know
likely.
that. Just wanted to know that.
Actually, reverse what I said. The half stairwell dead ends up on this level, but there is a spiral staircase leading further up from there. So this is the one that will lead
so
you.
opposite direction.
Yeah.
What is this?
I'm going to use one
Whatever
of my
it is, it's in a
supreme
cage.
potions. I'm going to use one of my supreme potions to as a bonus or as an action, I guess,
Sure.
while we're going up the stairs.
Fair.
That's 60 hit points, right?
Can I get closer to investigate?
Supreme is
this?
60. Superior's 40. Supreme is 60 if you use your full action.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this thing just kind of slowly chitters along the floor. It is seemingly trapped inside of a very tiny cage that you likely have to zoom the map in very close to even begin to see. You can kind of see the bars in between these spaces, but with the gloom and the fog, it's kind of hard to make that out. But that's why this thing's trapped in the corner. Somebody locked it in a cage.
With everything so gray, I can't see anything. So,
just to double check, then it looks like a little spider, right?
Sure does. Yeah, it looks like a little
Yeah.
mechanical spider with a
I'm
little
gonna
syringe sticking out the front of it.
I'm going to see whether or not my spider can speak to it. Not sure if it has a spider language or not, but see if my familiar can actually talk to it.
Yeah. And I'm gonna try.
Am I?
Are you there, Daniel?
I'm just noticing there's a second Rollo right there.
All right. I'll leave it up to you to check any pertinent abilities on your character sheet, but the way it sounded is you weren't sure if this was able to talk, and the spider's character sheet does not have languages.
Right. I was just wondering spider to spider type thing, if they might have had any type of way of communicating between each other.
Yeah. Can Jax use some kind of like arcana or something like that to determine what this thing might be?
You can try.
I'll give Arcana a try too, if you don't mind.
Very well. Well, whatever this thing is, it's definitely a magical construct, likely an artificer's creation. What the green liquid in its back could, in its little receptacle there could be, but I mean, at face value, you would be inclined to think this is probably some sort of potion delivery method, possibly poison delivery method.
I don't even see a token for my spider in the list of NPCs or anything.
Can we tell what the potion is? Like, or what do you need us to roll to figure out what the potion is?
You'll need to access the potion for that.
Would I be able to tell anything additional with the investigation? Or...
Love is gonna kind of like... I'm so sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that he concurs.
Oh, hey, I have 2 tokens.
Love is gonna kind of like glance to the group, and I'm gonna let you know now that was his like 4th or 5th time going down this encounter. So he's all kinds of bloody and bruisey, and he just goes, "Y'all, is this really important right now?"
Yeah, I think we should probably go get you cleaned up. The rest of us are probably not looking too hot either.
I just like take out of my back pocket and just toss Lovar a potion while still studying the spider.
I'll say, most of us are pretty affected after what happened. Not to mention young.
We will give her a proper warrior's burial later. Let's get and finish up this and secure the entire place. If this spider is trapped here, let's leave it alone.
Is it looking aggressive towards us?
Let's
It
just get out of here.
doesn't really seem to have any discernible emotion to it. It's just kind of there and slowly walking around inside of its cage. You think it's looking up at you. It's got like a little green gem of possibly an eye.
Why don't we just let the damn thing go? It's in a
because I
cage.
want to keep it.
I just look at Xavier and I'm like, should I grab it?
Xavier
I was gonna say,
says
how
to
big is this cage?
Ballard, can you break the door open? Let it out?
No, can we carry the cage? Like, can we keep it in the cage and take it with us, kind of thing?
It's not a cage. The cage is built into the fortress.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Gross.
Look, let's just leave it here. We can come back for it later. I want to make sure the keep is cleared.
No, it could be. Well, you can go do that if you really want, but this could potentially be a friend or an ally, someone who could be useful.
Cool. Okay, I will go upstairs. If there's anything, I will call.
I'll come up if you need it. I'll come up with you, Jax.
Well, thank you. If he's still hurt, Jax will say, "Here, have a potion," and he'll give him a regular potion of healing.
Give who?
Rala.
Oh, sure. How much is potion of healing again?
I think it's 10 for the normal ones.
For standard one, that's going to give you 10 hit points back.
Yeah, standard action either.
10 hit points?
Correct.
Yep.
I just look at Jackson. I just say, fine, let's go fucking clear the rest of this shit. But I'm coming back for this spider.
All right.
I'm gonna look down at the little spider and say, "We'll be back for you, okay?" And I just kind of.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same. I'm gonna like gently talk to Balshi. I'm gonna gently talk to the spider and like coo and all that sort of thing. Like, don't you worry, we'll come back and we'll take care of you. You're not gonna be alone anymore.
It lifts up one of its mechanical legs and just kind of touches it to the bar.
No, it's so cute.
Don't worry, we're gonna get rid of these bars. We'll set you free.
My vision just disappeared because I was deleting.
Question: was that
myself.
spider small size or was it actually medium size?
It's small.
Oh, okay, cool.
I've already claimed dibs. I'm going to have it as my pet. It's gonna be my friend.
You are a little late on that.
Nah, I'll fight you.
You want to fight the barbarian group?
Okay, no, okay, you got a point.
Well, let's get everybody's tokens copied over then to the next level. Maybe that's the final level. Who knows?
I don't know why it's not deleting my other tokens, but it's just duplicating and then it deleted my vision.
Xavier has found the rare power called duplication. He is multi-man.
Yeah, I was having multiple of my token too, where oh man, everyone has like multiples.
And who is this?
I mean,
We've seen that man before because he came and he talked to us.
At last you
Hi.
have arrived. Congratulations to each of you. I can tell by the tears and the wounds and the blood upon your weapons. It has been quite an afternoon.
Well, here's Strahd.
How many tokens do I have?
Just
I only
reload
see
your
the one
page.
token,
I have the same exact problem. If you just
I
do a
only see
page
the one
reload, it
token
usually,
right now.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'm only seeing one.
It was showing like
Loading
5
info.
of me.
Yeah, well, even when
It
I get
was,
the
it took us-
duplicates, it's only on my GM side. It doesn't tend to populate over to your guys' side. So, which of you would like an all expenses express pass to my castle in Las Vegas? The rest of you, of course.
Y'all.
I just look at him and just like, what's Las Vegas?
It is a city. It is quite a wonderful city, a city of lights and beauty, and delicacies and pleasures of which you can only imagine. I would be quite honored to bring one of you on a tour, a private guest-guided tour, so that you can properly relay the joys and wonders of such to your companions upon your return.
You killed our friends, you son of a bitch.
Shut the fuck up.
Death is a natural part of life. I too am dead, but you can see that this need not necessarily be the end. I can offer such courtesies to those who show the proper respect to the lord of this realm.
I just kind of put my finger up to my mouth, look at Xavier, and just smile, and then just start walking towards Strahd.
Is he standing on a roof or something?
He is standing on the roof, yes.
Inside, or I thought he was standing inside, my bad.
Yeah, we're all
I just
outside,
look
but
up-
he's on top of the
Yeah.
roof of
Yeah.
the final structure here. This is actually an open walled structure right here, so you guys could technically be under it and have like a full view of the keep in all directions here. That's why I didn't really put any
Oh,
lighting,
okay.
because you guys have
What?
the best
He
view
li-
of everything.
he
up
likes
here.
to be tall. He stands on
so
the
it's-
counter because he likes to be tall.
So
Yeah.
it's kind of
What?
like a villa type thing, I guess.
Exactly. You can imagine he was probably up here the whole time just watching everything go down while you guys were marching through this section like 6-8 weeks ago, making your way up through here, all the cacophony inside the keep. Even when you guys were out here fighting up here, none of you flew up high enough to make it to the next level to where you could see him, and good thing you didn't.
So he saw my spider monkey ability shit. Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, and he saw the Nihilus cultist attacking Jax right out here, because Rala and Jax and the Nihilus cultists were right here, just probably like 20 feet lower than this level.
I'm gonna go up to.
I'm
Strahd
gonna look
Yeah,
over the edge
ask
to see
what
what he
exactly
could
does this trip
see, and I'm gonna
entail
be like,
exactly?
"Oh wait, we're both talking. Sorry."
Sorry.
It took you guys a while to realize that, one at a time.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask her. What exactly does this trip entail exactly? Is
Oh.
there even any catches here?
Catches. Well, there will be all sorts of surprises and bonuses and wonders for which of you chooses to accept. But I
You never
daren't
asked me
spoil
what
the
the
surprise
catch
ahead
is.
of time.
Lovelar is going to take a step forward, and he goes, "Y'all, this has been a lot of shit. Now, I understand that, y'all, this might be your regular little thing, but I don't do this. And I don't fuck with these stupid ass whatever the fuck you are. And I swear to God, and he's gonna hold out his hand. Hey DM, remember a while ago I rolled that hammer from the deck of many things?
Yeah.
Can I summon it now?
Yeah, sure.
Perfect. And I would like to attempt to cast, and like that hammer is going to appear in like a cloud, like a thunderous cloud, in his hands. And I don't quite appreciate all of the death and destruction that has been caused by today. So here's what you're gonna do. And he is going to cast... Where is it? Command on Strahd. See if that does anything. And he's gonna go, kneel.
Bro.
Oh my god.
Let's get the character sheets. Do you have the command spell added to your character sheet?
Not quite yet. I wasn't sure if I was gonna be doing this now.
Okay, so here's a good opportunity to test out the drag and drop for your character sheet. If you open your character sheet so that it's not in its own separate window, but that it's like above the virtual tabletop here. I don't know how you by default have your character sheet, but if you have it in its own separate window, the drag drop does not work.
That I do.
Gotcha. Yeah, you'll need to turn that feature off, I believe, in
you just
the
gotta
settings.
close it and reopen it.
I don't know where that is. I used to do that, but the drag drop is just so useful that I've just gotten used to keeping the character sheets on the main page, and then I double click them so the name just kind of fades into the background.
I usually just close the character sheet, reload it, drag drop, and then open it back up into the new window.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. It's just...
Yeah, I know for some people it's a little bit harder for different...
But yeah, once you're able to drag and drop, there are the icons above the chat log on the upper right. One of them is called the Compendium. If you open that up, that is our library of D&D materials. All of the books that we own, all of the materials can be found in there. You can read through any of them at any time. You have access to them between sessions. All items, spells, magic items, you can look up and research in there. And for a lot of those things, when you search them up, when you do so, instead of clicking them to open them, you can just drag that name onto your character sheet and it will populate that item, spell, what have you, right onto your character sheet. Saves a lot of time in the long run.
That's so fucking cool! Holy shit!
It really is.
It really helps with...
Yeah, like you get a +1 longsword. You just type in longsword, you'll find longsword +1. You can drag drop it onto your character sheet. It'll add it to your equipment, calculate the weight. It'll add the attack blocks with all your pertinent modifiers. It does all the math and stuff for you. Easy peasy.
Especially with the armor and magic weapons and stuff like that.
Right.
That have macros and stuff like that, because it automatically does the macros for you.
Alright, so let's get... Here is the command spell. A wisdom saving throw. Alright, well, let's just check that. Bam.
It's gonna need a 14 to pass.
Strahd is a guy who carries a wallet that says bad motherfucker on it. And as such, you will find his roles hidden behind the GM screen, but posted for your courtesy in the Twitch live stream. This is another natural 20 on the defensive side of things here for a total of 31.
Using up all those natural 20s early, aren't you?
Burned up a bunch of them for no reason. He just looks over at you. I don't know if you are aware just who I am, what my history is. I will forgive this trespass this one time. Rest assured, next time one of you tries such an affront, when I come to you in parley, it will mean your life is forfeit, and I do not make such threats idly. I follow through on them. I have a host of undead at my command, undead who do not need to sleep, rest, or ever tire. So I ask again, which of you would like the invitation?
I just look at Xavier and I with just a questioning look of if I should sacrifice.
Just a quick question, right? Just to refresh my player's memory.
Uh-huh.
Who told us that we were going to find an ally here?
Strahd did.
It was Strahd himself, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he said that there was a battle going on at the keep, and that there was an ally that you might find use of.
So Jax will say, so you are saying that you are the ally that we are to look for. Is that correct?
Perhaps in a manner of speaking. Our relationship is still strained, is still tested. I will not deny this. I will not speak falsities in your face and make as if I am truly your friend. I would like to be. I would like us all on the same page. You are all quite capable, quite powerful, and would be quite useful. And find use yourself in the plans that we have ahead. But such secrets, such privacies, are only for those for whom have my implicit trust. I would like to extend that olive branch now, as I am doing, and take one of you with me. The ally that I spoke of is the creature in the room below us. Quite an interesting little construct. The soldiers who took this fortress in my name did not quite know what to do with it. And the undead that assaulted this place shortly after their occupation ensured that this creature was more or less forgotten until you discovered it moments ago.
So yeah, Ballard, when you look over at Xavier, you know how he has like charcoal-looking skin and there's the orange cracks throughout it? There is literal smoke coming out of those cracks and maybe the occasional little flame popping up out of it too. Other than that, he has a no expression on his face at the moment.
Is there an entrance? He said in the building below him. Is he referring to this or the floor below
The stairs
this?
that you guys just came up from, so basically right back down here.
Gotcha.
Yeah, underneath this little rooftop that he's under is really nothing of interest.
What are your intentions?
As I said,
Like,
an opening of the eyes. I wish to show you.
no, I would like to understand your end goal here. You'll have to forgive me, but your people were attacking us as well. So, I would like to understand what your end goal is.
The end goal is an end certainty. The undead will rule this galaxy. It is a certainty. Those of you who rely on oxygen and warm blood to survive, your days are numbered. They do not have to be permanently numbered, however. As I said, I find an interest in your group, a respect of sorts. I do not wish you to be eradicated, removed from the playing field. I wish you to consider other avenues beyond that which you have grown accustomed to, simply as a matter of, it is how I survive. I have drawn breath for so many years, it is all I know, and it is what I will cling to until my dying day. Such a view is so short-sighted. I mean, how old is the oldest among you even? 100? 150?
If I knew how old I was, that would
If
be the
even
funny
that,
part.
I look at the lot of you, I would guess the oldest of you to maybe be, and he kind of looks over at the dwarf, 75, 80?
She's just kind of eyeing him up and keeping quiet because she's like very judgmental and she's unsure whether she can trust this guy or not.
Of course.
But
I kind of kick a random rock on the boat and just mutter to myself, I'm 40.
I provide the wisdom that comes with over 1,000 years of existence, perspectives and ways of existence that you have never even contemplated. Surely this access to knowledge alone piques your curiosity enough to take a short voyage. If not, this needn't be a battle to the death. I am fully aware of your exhaustion at this state of the game. I wish no quarrel with any of you right now. As I said, I've already laid out the path ahead, and you are welcome to join me in Las Vegas if and when you make the trip. But if you would like a glimpse ahead right now, this is what I offer.
Looking at this man, can we tell that he is a vampire?
Obviously.
Okay, Xavier looks at him and goes, if everyone's fate is to turn into an undead, what would you feed off of?
Oh no! He has had an epiphany. The entire plot of our 10,000-year grand design has been unraveled by the mortal thoughts of a 25-year-old. Oh dear, whatever shall we do with no fresh sentience to feed up? You think we have not considered this? You are asking questions that belong in Chapter 15 when we are in Chapter 2. You are trying my patience. Yes or no?
Hilda
You
just
wish
kind
the
of
answers in
sighs.
chapter 15, then you will accept my gracious invitation now.
So
Hilda
what
Hey,
if we
just
do
hey,
kind of-
guys,
Hey,
real quick. I have a question.
Oh God.
Scale of 1 to 10. Who is actually willing to say yes?
Hilda is.
I am.
Jack,
7.
Xavier will not.
I'm willing to
well,
say
it's
yes.
like,
This could be fun.
Yeah.
kind of is tempted.
Lovelar is also just like, hey, fine, fuck it, whatever, shut up.
Yeah. Jack says, you have my interest. He says, if you seem to be a person. He says, you seem to be an entity that survives on his own rules, but you still have rules. I can respect that. But my understanding here is that you are one of the different forces around here. Do you command the undead that has been around, or do you have a separate faction from them?
I indeed command the menace of the orange undead that ravage this countryside. I am one of those responsible for their creation.
I see.
Now, do you serve or do you
Why?
command? Do you have a higher power that you go to?
One of you will have answers to so many of these questions.
Hilda
I'm
just
willing to take you up on your word.
So am I.
It seems as if there are a few of you in agreement. I only need but one. There is only capacity to take one.
I mean, I'm like 80 years old, and we did make that point. So Hilda just kind of rolls her eyes and is like, fine. But you have to promise that you will bring me back to the party.
My word is my bond.
I think we can trust him when he says these things.
Then
Bring
it's
her back to
Out
the
of
party
character, I don't trust
alive.
anything he says, you know.
Yeah. Jack says, perhaps I should go. I am a wizard after all. There will be insights that might be more arcane in nature.
I should be able to go as well. Rollo steps up, as I know a lot of stuff around the Arcana as well.
Love is gonna, like, glance to Hilda and go, hey, isn't this, like, kind of your entire thing?
yes, which is
I don't-
why
I don't trust anyone other that wouldn't be able to deal with whatever this is.
exactly. And I may be small, but I am mighty. And also, I have the stubbornness of a dwarf. So this guy can't F me over.
Does Lovelar recognize that Hilda is a cleric paladin? Like, is it obvious to him?
Yeah, she's a forge cleric, so
Oh,
it's pretty obvious.
yeah. Lovelar goes, I vote for her, y'all. I've seen what we can do. I know what we can do. She's gonna fend anyone there better than you.
I feel so bad. I feel like I'm taking over something when I shouldn't.
Hey, it's a plot moment. Somebody's gonna get it. Everybody who wants to get their name in the hat should certainly do so. Check this out. We got a raid from Tiefling Live here in our closing moments here on the stream. Thank you kindly, friends. Are you with us?
Thank you very
I
much.
do
for the
kind of
raid.
want.
Bauer
I think
just
have
starts running around like a ADHD-driven
on
child.
this sense, I feel like it's just since I feel like this could be her moment of plot relevance and whatnot.
You guys
I
not
agree.
realize that if you go with him, you're most likely going to be coming back against us, most likely as an undead.
Shh.
I do not think so.
So what?
I don't
The
think
best
so.
things that we do are deal with undead.
Yeah.
I do not think so. He says, well, how will we resolve this?
Rock, paper,
I say we
scissors,
put it up to a
lizard,
vote.
Spock.
Xavier just shakes his head.
I don't know how to play that game. Somebody should explain the rules to me.
Oh God.
It is between Hilda and I, correct?
Correct.
All right, let's have an arm wrestling contest.
Yeah, you don't want to wrestle Dax.
Let's have a weightlifting contest.
Yeah, you don't want to do that either. He says, let us go by chance. He takes out a coin, and he basically, I guess, 50-50 chance. So he'll say heads or tails, but then, we'll just roll I guess a D2. Just pick one or two.
1.
One it is.
So, there you go.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
I will
and
see
if
you-
he says anything that you don't understand, please just write it down, and we can decipher it when you come back.
Sounds good to me. I'll see you all next time.
Wow,
Please.
this is going to be
Love-
quite an honor to have you accompany me.
Real quick, Lovelar is going to pass over a Gossamer Bulb and a Phoenix Down
Okay.
and a Potion of Invulnerability.
And a Vorpal Sword, and a Daren's Instant Fortress, and a Planar Portal, and a Well of Infinite Planes.
This is why I like being strong.
Here, have everything. Bring the town.
I
So
can
yes.
carry many things for this exact reason.
For
May
those
good
of you,
luck be-
for those of you watching behind the GM screen here on the live stream, I did use an effect that is really has no tangible or visual thing aside from the honey that drips from his ever so persuasive tongue. He is using his charm ability on Hilda, which is a wisdom saving throw of DC 23. For those of you watching him speak, he is speaking better than most of you are familiar with at a
Is
value
that
of
a spell?
22. It is not a spell, it is his innate ability as a vampire.
Darn it all. Alright, anyway, I had no spell slots left anyway, so.
Yeah, and there's no visual indication that he's doing anything aside from being a smooth ass MF. Wisdom saving throw there from Hilda. Let's see if she can beat that DC 23.
Yeah, that's just Strahd being Strahd.
Note the addition on the very bottom of the effect there. We are starting to see a few creatures that have these. Not many, but some effects, inspiration, and hero points may not be used to influence the saving throw for this effect. So 17 is the value. 23 was the DC. You are now charmed by Strahd. These are the pertinent effects here for our viewing. He is a trusted friend to be heeded and protected. You are not under his control, but you will take his requests and actions in the most favorable way, and you will let him bite you. Every time he or his companions do anything harmful to you, you get an extra saving throw. Probably not likely to happen. Ending the effect on yourself on a success, otherwise the effect lasts for 24 hours or until Strahd is destroyed, is on a different plane of existence than the target, or takes a bonus action to end the effect. So as you lean in and he just kind of throws his magnificent, eloquent vampire cloak around the two of you, and he looks at all of the assembled party, you should get rest. It will be needed for the trip ahead. Continue west into the ruins of Artesia. You will find the obvious path from there. We shall catch up with you shortly. And they vanish.
Xavier's gonna storm down the stairs. He's muttering something about, I can't believe any of you even considered going with him.
Devout will follow you.
He chuckles, he says, he could have just taken one of us. I thought it would be better for us to volunteer. But, be that as it may, it is what it is, happened to now. let us go and free our new ally, and I will ensure that we get all the supplies that we need. And I wish to bring the body back, our allies' bodies back for a proper burial.
Xavier nods to that. I'm taking that
kind of
son
like
of a
just,
bitch's head with us.
Break the fucking cage door. or
Yeah,
whatever.
breaking the cage it's not the easiest thing, but at the level of experience we are with the capabilities in our command, it is not entirely difficult either. This spider here, for any of you who've been noticing our other tables, they are all getting mascots. Our Tuesday table got a sentient shrub that can basically be used to provide disadvantage on attacks against people as long as they're kind of like hiding in the space with the shrub. We have had... I don't know if our other table found theirs yet, so I don't know if I want to spoil this just yet. Let me double check. Oh, this is a lot of tokens. This might take a minute to load up. But for our ally right here, I mean, you guys are free to name it whatever you want, but I was just kind of earmarking Potion Spider. This ally, if you choose to bring it along, that is the caveat. As we kind of talked about during our downtime event, we have a lot of NPCs with each table, intentionally so, because we need people to stay behind at our home base and defend it in the event that things happen between sessions. And for our characters, you are free to bring one NPC along with you at any given time. We recently chose to bring Jung, who unfortunately just got slain in this most recent adventure. We do now have access to our party mascot, which you guys are free to fill up its receptacle with any potion that you have in your inventory, and it will not cost you the actions in combat. It has its own movement speed, it has its own actions, so it is going to be able to pass these equipment or these potions between the party without you guys having to facilitate that. So that is the bonus of the Potion Spider.
Oh, nice.
How big is it?
It's small sized.
Xavier will hold out its hand when it comes out of the cage and like offer it to come up and chill on his other shoulder with his spider.
The number of times that various characters have gone down, this is a game changer.
Quick question: does it hold only like one potion, or does
one
it hold,
potion at a time?
Like multiple. Okay, I was
Correct.
gonna wonder if it could hold like multiple charges of the same potion or something.
Yeah, the other table that is due to get their party mascot is the Swan Crew, our opposites here on Sunday morning. They're very close to it. They have not yet gotten theirs yet, so you are actually the second table to get your mascot. I've got the other three lined up for our other three tables, just have not yet gotten to that point in the story where I've put them in. But all of them are unique and fun in their own way, and will provide interesting bonuses to the parties if and when you choose to bring them along.
I did not realize that both of the tables I play in were the first two tables that got the mascots.
Happy accident.
And does anyone tell us about Chini Buccini?
Man, I would sure hope so.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah.
dies.
We know about Chini already.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know about him.
I think you were the only one.
We
who
found
didn't
Chini
know about
Buccini
Chini.
downstairs. He is our friend.
Well, maybe we should get him as well before we travel back to our home base.
Very good
So
idea.
Oh yeah, Love is like walking catatonically to go pick up Sheeny. Just like, come here, bud.
This is
need
my
a
friend.
I need
Xavier?
a friend right now.
Xavier is going to do what he can to pick up Young, and then when he goes past the head that he had cut off of Freelu or whatever, he's going to pick up the head as well, and he's
Okay.
going to continue walking towards wherever they're leading with Chini.
Gotcha. Just for clarity, we touched that lightsaber and was like, holy crap, and that's where we left it.
Oh yeah, he didn't
Yes,
touch it
yes.
again.
All right.
No, yeah, I can stay there.
We're not going to leave this terrible thing here for somebody to just pick up, right?
I just look
Destroy
at
it if you
Jax and I'm
can.
like, you really want to touch it?
No,
Can we
but
attack it?
let's see what happens if we use. Um, yeah, he's gonna try and. Ah, you know what it is? I think he's gonna try and dig a hole somewhere and just bury the damn thing because he just doesn't want people to easily find this thing.
I have
You
a
still
question
gotta
for you. How are
transport
you
it
gonna
from
put
here
it
to
in the
there.
hole? Yeah.
Because he's gonna try using Mage Hand to do that and see what happens.
All right.
Xavier saw what happened last time he touched an artifact with Mage Hand.
Oh yeah, he doesn't know what might happen. Oh, actually,
Yeah.
you know what? He's got Arcana. Can he guess what might happen?
You pay based on your roll. It's unless this thing is an artifact in and of itself, like it's the only one of its kind in the galaxy, which is probably unlikely, then there's probably workarounds to being able to handle it without actually touching it.
Yeah, I mean, like worst case, he can Mage Hand a branch or like dagger of some sort, and then use that to push the thing into the hole
Right.
and then bury it. Yeah, he just doesn't want it like lying there for
Push it
somebody
into
to
somebody's blanket, and then you just carry the blanket kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Try to destroy it.
Well, he says, do we want to spend the time or do we just want to leave?
Xavier just points at his pole arm and goes, smash it and see what happens.
He says, I would be technically touching it.
Do what you want with it then, and he just continues walking, carrying Yung's body and the severed head.
Yep. All right, yeah, he'll dig a little hole and push the thing in and then cover it back up. And that would be that.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, and search the guy if there's anything else that's on him. I think the idea here is that if there's any supplies or anything like that, items that these guys might have, he's gonna search through maybe the bosses and the spellcasters.
Yeah, we're gonna be here for a long while, and once with all of what we're talking about getting into here. It's going to take us a while to find the bodies of the spellcasters. Not saying that we can't do it, just that we should probably kind of put a pin in that here, and that should be what we kind of go through over the downtime for the next 2 weeks as we get prepared for our 4-year streamiversary. Went a good half hour over here tonight.
Next session will mark the start of double sessions, and
I was going to say, is it next Sunday is the start of the double sessions for us?
Let's see. Yes, it is. Next Sunday is our official beginning. Yeah, on the 6th.
Yeah, I believe because the last session is this next Tuesday of normal sessions, and that's J-Man's
correct
session. Yeah.
Correct. So we will pick it up from that point. Also worth noting that there are still goodies that we never claimed back over in the Chini Butini area. He was not the only thing of interest over there. We found a crate with 37,000 gold pieces in it that is literally just sitting there waiting for our party to meander into that direction, divide it, and start determining what we're going to do with it. But again, that is going to be over our next 2 weeks. We'll start getting the closing procedures.
There was also a whole bunch of arrows, right?
Was that?
One of the crates that I peeked into also had a bunch of arrows, didn't it?
Yep.
+1 arrows, yep.
Yep, that's also posted right there next to the barrel or the crates where you can find them on the map. So that will be where we pick up next time around. Possibly still a bit of exploration on this map. Might be something that we kind of facilitate between now and next session. It's going to be a crazy week here as I try to put the finishing touches on all of our tables. I'm not ready I'm not ready for every table's 4 weeks here, so we got a lot of work to do over this coming week. Half the tables are ready, maybe 2/3 of them, but a couple tables I'm like I might be able to cover you for like a session or two, but I need to put together some more angles.
Quick clarification question. For the downtime in between sessions, are we able to like do trades and stuff with Chini Butini for all intensive purposes?
Probably. It's not technically a downtime event, though, so I don't want people to confuse
No, I know
that
it's
with,
not
like,
a
being
downtime
able to
event, but I'm just saying, like,
Beskar stuff
yeah, I'm
and
just
what have
saying,
you.
like, walking down to them and stuff like that, just for, like, the
I
shop
mean,
stuff.
yeah, exactly, and we have enough. We have 2 epic supporters, I believe, at this table who could easily just summon him at any given time as well. So
oh yeah, I can summon him.
That's easily something we can do, and definitely prefer at least the research side of it being done between sessions so that we don't get into session and then we bog it down with a 90-minute, oh, well, I'm a this level this. What's a good magic item for me? Like, as I always say, we have 13 days between sessions. That's the time to go over all of your optimization, monkey wrenching, and learning all of the ins and outs of the Roll20 engine. So
Pretty
we
much
will be
all I
back.
need to do is buy bags, yeah.
What's that?
I said pretty much all I need to do is buy bags, especially for that gold for the party.
Sure. We will definitely.
I can fit some in my Hewitt's handy haversack.
All right, friends, that is a wrap. So thank you for a session tonight. Finally got through this madness, and I mean it it was crazy. It's freaking crazy. That's all I could say, man. Between the dice rolls on both sides of the table, I could not have brought more chaos to it if I intended to. And sometimes that's the name of the game. We are off tomorrow, probably be a building day. We are back Tuesday night, 6:30 p.m. Pacific, with J-Man's final game for a month on April Fool's Day. And it is not a joke. So his game will be on that day, and then I will be back with Coalescence the conclusion of week 14 on Wednesday, and then off for a couple days, and then we are off to the races. 6 sessions a week for 4 weeks in a row, and you're going to see these bags under these eyes, like, just kind of, like, matriculate, like, all the way down to here. I'm going to have, like, 6 freaking bags under it. All right, welcome to session 18, friend. It's going to be crazy, but hopefully...
Gonna roll up with a whole luggage store.
Hopefully I can make the saving throws necessary to keep us on schedule as planned. So much love all. Thank you so much to Tiefling Live there for the raid of 2 a few minutes ago. Actually, it looked like more than 2 people. I think there were like 5 or 6 names I didn't recognize in the stream there, and I feel like they all came in at that same time. So thanks to all of you for checking us out here tonight at Roleplaying Unlimited, where, as you know, there is no RU without you. Good night, all.
Thank you. Good night.
Night.
Thank you. Night.
Good night.
That is some screwed up shit.
She says it's giving a pleasure to be near.